live.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while.
It's been a
Welcome back.
while.
Glad to see you. Today's Where's Waldo look brought to you by a bedhead and blue blocker glasses that are new. So, where am I? You found me. If you're on the stream, you found Waldo. Congratulations. You finally won. You're free.
Nice.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
I didn't realize. I was like, I turned on my camera and like I saw it and I'm like, I kind of look like Waldo.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
anyone will notice. And then the first thing Kirkland said was like, loving the Where's Waldo look today. And I was like, well, here we go. All right, this is what I'm doing.
I was gonna say something when I joined the call, but I figured someone already had. So
They
You-
did. I don't think I
would
even
not-
said hi. I think I just immediately went nice word Waldo outfit.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
I genuinely didn't even notice till you pointed it out.
Well, now we're here. So
I was Waldo for Halloween a couple years ago. Took a red shirt and just put white electrical tape across the shirt.
didn't even have the striped shirt. You made it yourself.
Yeah.
Love that.
Love to see it.
hmm All right. Before we get started with a recap, Justin with the channel announcements.
Howdy. Yeah, let's get to it. So I got to read a little statement first regarding the future of the channel and whatnot, and based on the little image you can see in the upper right corner about we're raising money for the Bail Project to support Black Lives Matter. So with that, bear with me as I read this very important statement. In light of the changes to our world, socio-political climate and culture as a direct result of the Black Lives Matter protests, certain changes will be made to the Mimics and Monstrosities channel to streamline up in order to better reflect the values and ideals of this community. The first among these changes is the donation of all raised funds via Twitch and our other platforms, so Patreon and Tiltify, which is what we're raising money through for this campaign. The link will be auto posted by a bot in the chat, so I don't have to constantly link it, which is very useful. So yeah, we all raise funds to the Bail Project, National Resolving Bail Fund, starting June 10th, and all the way through until July 10th, 2020. Following this charity drive, the channel will be donating regularly to other BIPOC-focused charities throughout this calendar year and well into the future. Furthermore, Mimics and Monstrosities is a community which strives to amplify the voices of BIPOC players and GMs. We recognize that in the past we haven't been nearly as selective or diverse in our casting process as we should have been. We deeply apologize for our part in the perpetuation of racism within the TTRPG community, and we will do better going forward. We will be making a greater effort to include and amplify BIPOC voices in our community, and we ask the Mimics and Monstrosities community to hold us and each other accountable as we implement these changes. It is too early to make any official announcements on casting, but in the near future, Mimics and Monstrosities will be featuring an entirely BIPOC played and GM'd game on either Fridays or Saturdays. In an effort to continue cultivating the most inclusive, empathetic, and safe community that Mimics and Monstrosities can offer, we will not have an open casting call for this game. Instead, we will be reaching out to potential GMs and players ourselves based on recommendations from those within the BIPOC community. Finally, it has come to our attention that there are those within our community who find themselves in disagreement with our values and our support of the Black Lives Matter movement. These individuals have been respectfully notified of the values of the channel and will no longer have a seat at the Mimics Monstrosities table. We ask that you not mention the names of these individuals, but rather focus your energy into warmly welcoming the BIPOC voices which will fill any open seats going forward. Now is the time to give credit to BIPOC creators, players, and GMs within the TTRPG community. Mimics and Monstrosities is in full and complete support of the Black Lives Matter movement, and any racism, racialism, or disagreement with these values will not be tolerated or given a platform. In accordance with these changes, the Mimics and Monstrosities channel rules and safety guidelines document in the rules read before posting channel on our Discord has been updated. Everyone within the community must read these rules and guidelines. For cast members, you must read as well as sign the document with an updated date of signature. We would like to thank those within our community who have already illustrated immense support for the Black Lives Matter movement, either through social media presence, education, or attending protests themselves. We thank you and hope you stay safe as you continue to fight the good fight. To our BIPOC brothers, sisters, and siblings, we apologize for failing you in the past. We see you, we love you, we fight with you, and we will do better. So yes, we are raising money for the Bail Project. You can see it up in the upper right corner. With our goal is $1,200 for the month of June to July. We've raised $70 so far. But if you can't donate now, that's totally fine. There's numerous charities that are out there that you can support that do a good thing for the Black Lives Matter movement, and also just for a bunch of just for the Black Lives Matter movement in general. There's a ton of charities you can donate to that are really great. You can find out there. What else? And yeah, the donate link should be posted through the chat by a bot sporadically. So, and as for other announcements, you know it. Podcast stuff, Podbean, Apple Music, and Spotify. You can check out Mixed Monstrosities there and listen to our podcasts: Beneath the Tide, Legends of Wildmount, and Demystifying DMing.
Yeah. Just going to work on recording the new episode of that this week, now that I am on officially summer.
Nice.
And we also recorded the second half of our one-shot
Yes.
that you may have seen a couple weeks ago, War of the Stone, which will be put up some other time, probably if there's another Sunday we can't make in the near future, that'll be what goes up to replace this game. But if we miraculously end up having a consistent schedule for once for a bit, then we may put it up a different time, just because we don't want y'all to have to wait to see the second half and conclusion of that fight, as we ended on the fight with some storm giants and then a Lich riding an undead dragon flying over.
It'll most likely be July 5th because I won't be here.
There we go. So look for that on July 5th. All right, then. Are we ready to get started?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So into the recap. First things first. Speaking of recap, you may notice that we are currently playing without Lindsey. Normally we do try and do a one shot or something if somebody can't make it, but Lindsey's gonna be taking some time off from the channel for a little bit. We'll be returning soon, and everything will be taken care of with Sid in game. I just wanted to mention that. Which also means you'll be dealing with me and my attempts at recap, which are not nearly as good, but I'll manage. You'll manage with me. So, basically, if we can go over what I remember off the top of my head from last week. Well, a couple weeks ago, 2 sessions ago, we had a massive giant robot attacked the riverfront of the city, emerged up out of a boat in the river and just started smashing stuff and destroying its way through the city. But the party rushed in to help. It also the robot was bristling with what are known as Mansfield Raiders, a group of bandit-esque raiders from outside the city that the party has not really asked about much detail about yet. So I won't go into more detail about them. Other various very powerful people from the city appeared around them and began also aiding and fighting off the giant robot. Fun fact, the stats for that were a Warforged Colossus from the Eberron book. Thus highlighting that while the Disaster siblings were very, very helpful in that endeavor, there are also incredibly powerful people protecting the city, and it is not without very high-level heroes. So the party got to see some much further down the line high-level heroes, several of which were level 20, do their thing, while also being a key element in participating in destroying the robot, just blowing up its core, protecting guards, and keeping the raiders from spreading into the city. After that, they all kind of spread out, or not spread out, they all kind of meandered into the night. I think they all went and got some rest. They went over to the Galden embassy, where they spoke with their new friend, Karis, known as Karis Stormlord, a very important... Okay. All I know is hang on. Yeah, no, you were all just like, he's our new friend, he's our new brother, he's part of the family, he is a party member now. Like you all adopted him immediately.
Yes.
And then I sent him back.
The party showed up to the Galden embassy to hang out with Karis and ask him if he wanted to party because he said he couldn't. So they said, we'll bring the party to you, and he said that's very generous. They had a few drinks, they hung out, they talked. Drusilla snuck off to go speak with Dahira, who is one of the bodyguards, one of the closest bodyguards of the living god who runs Galden. And Dahira also happens to be a Gith. Specifically looks like a Gith Yankee. But in speaking with her, it seems like she is not cool with the Gith lately, and in a very similar place with all of you. Despite holding a silver great sword that normally denotes knighthood. They spoke with Dahira and Karis, had some drinks, traded some secrets, and then they started on their walk home. On the way, Ilvem and Sid stopped by a park and decided to have a sparring match to just see, who could beat the other up. Sid was like, cool. Ilvem was like, all right, cool. Ilvem sprouted wings and flew up into the air, and Sid was like, all right, not cool, but I'm going to keep fighting anyway. The two of them fought, Ilvem raining down Eldritch Blasts from above, which was a definite advantage as the fight continued. However, Ilvem noticed from the air that something in the direction of the district of the Barricades was on fire, but decided to keep that fact to themselves until the end of the fight, once they had won, and then they descended down onto the ground and was like, hey, I won. By the way, something in the direction of our inn is on fire, which Sid was like, you what? They all headed in that direction, found the Onyx Cat, not entirely ablaze, but definitely was a little on fire, enough to produce a significant amount of smoke, and found the place under attack by ununiformed members of the Chimera's personal army, several of which were recognized as the ones that the party ousted from their hideout when they rescued the riverboat captain, or the ship captain. The boat was on the river, presumably coming back to get revenge for getting them kicked out of the city. However, as they entered into the building, they discovered the very tall, large wizard from earlier who helped fight off the giant robot. Found him inside, easily making short work of the chimeras who were attempting to get close to Mirth. And even when Sid attempted to get close, Sid got given the step off by this man who told Sid, stay away from my husband, as it was revealed that one of the most powerful wizards of the university, Felder Ross, is in fact Mirth's husband. And Mirth has apparently not been wearing his ring. I think it was Drusilla and Hannibal were outside helping the lost cousins, Khazradan and the others with some of the stragglers outside. They managed to fight off the invading chimeras, douse the flames, and Felder Ross basically told them, I've got this, you guys can go to bed, you've had a long day. Mirth seconded that, as Felder then cast basically what is pretty much appeared to be a swarm of unseen servants that just kind of went about cleaning the place up and repairing the place. As everybody went to bed, Hannibal checked in the room and found that Moloch was in fact safe and sound in the room, and the flames had only started on the cabaret side of things and had not spread into the inside of the building. After some discussions and talking about where to go next from here and what to do, the party went to bed, where they then awakened in the morning.
All right.
Oh, what a good sleep.
Hello?
Sure.
Everyone else awake?
Yeah.
What are we doing today? Where are we going?
I don't know. What do you want to do today?
I don't know.
Oh, you're leaving the city.
Oh yeah, I wanted to leave the city because I'm bored of the city. Not bored of the city, but us being here, I think, is being quite bad lately.
Yeah.
I don't think us being here has been bad for the city.
Us being here got this place almost burnt down.
But
at the very least attacked.
The cousins who Mirth is a part of hired us for a job that then retaliated. They know what they're doing. It was gonna happen regardless if we were the ones to do it or not.
I still think we should leave for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were talking about leaving even before all of this happened, and I mean, like, I'm always down to see new stuff.
Yeah, we could go see. Well, there is that thing I learned last time about where some Tritons live. I remember correctly, and they
Mm-hmm.
might be my family, so that would be interesting to look up at, look on at, look after, go after.
That's very far away, right?
I
Like
think
Pretty
so.
far away, yeah.
I
across
think so.
the thing, the
Yes,
water.
I'm trying not to sound like Borat.
Been a while since you've done the accent. No, that would be the nation of Khakhui, which is south of where you guys are on. Same continent, just like pretty much at the southern end of it. You're about at the middle.
Okay, I thought it was across the ocean.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, if that's something you really want to do, Hannibal, I can throw my support behind it.
Yeah.
I've never met Tritons before.
Hi, I'm a Triton,
I mean, this like plural.
but I don't actually look like one, so it's interesting. Yeah.
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 What about you, Ilvem? Anything you want to do out in the big wide world?
Nope. I'm pretty happy to just go with the flow, pick up stories, learn things.
Do you need a wingman if you want to get, stuff happening?
I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I would like to leave a message for Marlos before we head out, though.
Of course. I'd also probably like to say talk to Master Varo before we leave as well.
Makes sense. Um, so I guess should we all do that? Is there anything you want to do in the city before we leave, Rose? Or not Rose?
Rose is the nickname Ilvem has for
Yeah,
Drusilla, because druid
you're-
plants.
you're the Rose of the Rose of the party.
I think if we're going to leave the city, we should leave a note for Sid, so that
Oh, is Sid
He
not?
doesn't-
I thought Sid was just sleeping.
Well, Sid said he was going for a walk before we all went to bed.
I'm gonna go knock on Sid's door.
Oh yeah, so Drusilla, you would be aware because Drusilla, or especially on
A
nights like
trance.
you trance like in the living room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially on like dangerous nights like that. Okay, so yeah, Drusilla, I almost did it. Drusilla,
I'm so sorry.
it's because when we were playing yesterday, I could never remember everyone's names, but you'd all had made like your names on Zoom, your character names, so I got used to looking
Yeah.
down there and being like Yidris. So now I'm looking and it's okay. Anyway, I got this. I can do this. Okay.
Do you want me to change it?
No,
Yes,
that's okay.
please.
That's okay.
Please.
Well, okay.
It would be really good for me.
All right, continue.
So, Drusilla, yeah, if you tranced all night in the living room, you would have noticed that Sid never returned back to the room of the inn. Ilvem, when you go knock on the door, you hear no response. Probably worth checking because Sid's a monk, may have just come in through the window to avoid confrontation.
I will
Or-
check.
Seeing people. Yeah, you open the door and look in. What stuff Sid has is still there. It looks like Sid just didn't come back, but he left pretty much all of his general belongings and things that he spread out across his room.
Okay, so all of his stuff's still here, so maybe we should also leave a note with Mirth and also see if we can just like keep these rooms for a little while in case he comes back to here to get his stuff. Should we take his stuff? No, we shouldn't take his
No.
stuff.
No.
Bad idea.
He might get very mad if we took his stuff.
Especially
Yeah,
if we
he
all
already
die
seemed
somewhere.
pissed off.
We're not going to die.
We might.
Yeah, we might.
No. No.
Well, if I remember correctly, there's like blue fire armor things trying to snatch you up.
It doesn't
And
even
then-
want to die.
It might kill us.
Yeah. Yeah. Duh.
That one's Russian.
Duh.
Not if I can help it.
But no, we'll be fine. We're all pretty capable. I mean, we're nowhere near as capable as Mirth's hot husband, but one day.
Yes, one day.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right, so where are we going? What are we doing?
I don't even know.
Okay. Yeah. So
Downstairs.
let's go find Murph.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you head down to. You can head down into the cabaret area, out of the backside of the inn, and when you get up there, you can see that it looks like things look pretty good in here. Like all things considered, you can see that any place where there was structural damage, the wood has been repaired. The glass has been like filled back in all the windows. The char and soot has been scrubbed off, and for the most part, everything looks intact. You can see that like there are places where if there's a place where like a section of wall or window was like broken or splintered, that's been repaired, but the paint there hasn't been replaced yet. So it's like everything is a lot of like fresh bare wood, but for the most part, like structurally, it's all pretty much back to normal. Broken glass and splintered wood has all been like cleaned up and like shuffled away somewhere. So it looks like it could be functional, but as you come in from the inside, you can see that like the chairs are still up on tables and the doors are still closed, and it looks like that the Onyx Cat is taking some time off from the cabaret side of things for a bit to go over renovations. But you see Mirth speaking over with a couple of his like wait staff, talking some things over in the first thing, and like a handful of people at some tables where they've pulled chairs down. There were probably like other patrons of the inn who are coming up to get breakfast, and looks like a couple of the wait staff are moving around to get everybody food.
Oh, hi, Mirth.
Oh, hello. Just 1 second, please. I just going to finish up with them, and then I'll be right with you. And as he gestures, you can see that he has a rather large silver ring with a good-sized ruby set into it on his finger that was not there before.
Oh, he got in trouble.
Yeah, he did. We love to see it.
Just says, if you could just find a table, have a seat anywhere, we'll be right with you. Make sure you get some food. Are you hungry?
We need to sit. We're fine.
sorry?
We'll just stand over here.
All right.
We're all just like standing there. Just,
Yes, before we go anywhere, I'm gonna pull out the alchemy jug.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in the next dawn now, so...
Yeah.
I am going to make it conjure 2 gallons of this mayonnaise.
A bold choice,
Mm-hmm.
to be certain.
No, that's. I'm sorry. Wait, sorry, everybody. 1 second. And he turns back. Mirth turns back to all of you. Says, "In the meantime, actually, while I'm finishing up, there was someone looking for you who came in this morning.
Oh,
oh,
lovely.
She is right over. She's up on the balcony on the second floor up there.
Okay.
She mentioned something about Sid, your other sibling.
Oh, okay.
Did they find Sid in a ditch?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, good.
Everything seemed all right.
To the
Maybe she just
balcony,
wanted to hide.
siblings.
I'm making mayonnaise. Hold on. Okay.
what a sentence.
A euphemism for something.
No.
All right.
Egg whites and oil. No.
Not like that.
Egg yolks and oil.
Gesture, please.
Yes. I'm trying to remember how to make homemade mayonnaise.
Anyways, to the balcony.
To the balcony. All right. Okay. So you head up like there's a couple sets of stairs that lead up onto the balcony level. It's pretty much like a U-shaped balcony that runs the entire outside of the room and kind of looks down over the main dining area. Usually there's on one side of it is pretty much dedicated to the like background music band, like the ones that just kind of like plays and provides like the quiet music while everyone is eating in between performances. I don't think any of you have actually been up onto the balcony before, though. So it's a lovely view looking down. You can see like the entire room and the stage and everything, and the tables are a bit smaller and a little bit more spread out up here, so it looks like that offers a little bit more privacy. And the much closer up to the domed windowed ceiling that is currently letting in the morning sunlight. And looks like other than you now, the only person up here you would recognize as probably Ilvem would have had the best interaction. Oh, I think all of you saw her. The monk from the giant robot attack. The woman in who she's wearing very, very. It's hard to tell depending on how the light hits them. It's hard to tell if her robes are like a deep, deep dark blue or like a dark gray, kind of somewhere in that area. Very voluminous robes. She also she has her head is completely shaved, like shaved to the skin, no stubble or anything, and her very dark skin is crisscrossed with a spiderweb pattern of very light blue line tattoos that seem to spread across her face and head, and then down into her robes, and also they kind of come out across her hands too. And as she sees all of you come up, she smiles. She's kind of sitting over at a table near the stairs, just with a drink in hand of some kind. It's steaming, so it appears to probably be some kind of tea.
As we approach, I'll like bow respectfully.
I understand that this place came under attack last night. Are all of you all right?
Yeah.
Is Sid okay?
Yes. Your concern for your brother is admirable, and I appreciate you getting down to business. Yes, Sid is all right.
Where is he?
He came to me last night. Seemed to be within have some sort of inner conflict about things currently, and well, I had offered to provide him with training in some of the ways of my own order of monks, and he thought it would be best if he spent a bit of time in reflection, meditation, and training in order to better center himself for a bit. So he went. I was coming this way to meet with all of you actually already this morning, so I offered to pass on the message.
So he's abandoning us for a bit?
Kind of rude.
He is going on an essential extension of his original training. It is, I understand, it had been some time since he was within a monastery.
He's also a natural loner, so I guess it makes sense.
It's fine. Drew and I are used to people leaving us, so we should be okay.
He should be returning to you shortly. Don't worry.
Okay, great. Can you pass the message along to him? Or wait, you said you had a message for us first?
Yeah, well, if we're still on the topic of Sid, I can take your message first.
Oh, well, because your message might change our message, so why don't we go for your message first?
All right. Well, this is after speaking to Sid and understanding that, and speaking with Sir Egril. You may have met him, one of our other monks. Azamar, Wings. You may have met him.
I was thinking a lizard, but whatever.
All right.
Continue.
He was the one you spoke. He handled the arresting of and raiding of the hideout of the chimeras that you reported, who had
no idea.
At the Silver Flame Temple.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Which is also where she is from. She's a monk of the Silver Flame. She says,
"Is that a homebrew subclass I'm hearing?"
It's not. No, they're just. She uses the way of the open palm.
Okay.
But keep an eye out for those. I do that kind of thing.
I'm keeping an eye out.
She says, I spoke with him and understand that you were also the ones that helped rescue a ship captain who had been kidnapped by them. You also were at the river the other day to assist with the attack there, and it seems that you are quite capable and well, selfless people who have a tendency to help those in need.
Or we just find ourselves in bad situations all the time and have to get ourselves out.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just bad luck on our part.
I find that sometimes the two can be indistinguishable. Well, I wanted to, on behalf of the Temple of the Silver Flame, we wanted to extend an offer to you that you may take or you may leave.
Okay.
It is, the hideout of the chimeras that you cleared out. It is, well, currently vacant, and while it is currently held by the Temple of the Silver Flame and for sale, in exchange for your duties or in exchange for your aid and assistance and everything you have been doing, we would not, due to some processing and things, we would not be able to offer it to you for free, but at a significantly reduced cost, we would be able to offer it to you for sale.
What's the cost?
Yes, I could get a lab.
The
Almost like full like anime sparkling eyes. Like
Same.
Drew doesn't know what's going on, but she's just feeding off the energy. Like,
the price that we've been able to get it down to, just to make sure that there is still, just to make sure that everyone involved can still receive compensation and cover any fees, would be 2,000 gold.
I have 69 gold. So we're
Can we-
halfway there.
200
can we do a down payment? Do you need all 2,000 gold right now?
Not right now, no. And it is unlikely that this is going to sell anytime soon because of its reputation. But we can also hold on to it for you if you need time to gather the funds. But if it's something that in the future you would wish to do, we can have it available to you.
Yes, please. I need a.
How much gold do we have?
I have 69.
I have 238.
I have 234. So
460.
Do you like mayonnaise? I can give you.
70.
I can give you some mayonnaise.
what if
No,
we
thank
put
you,
a
that's quite
down
alright.
payment of 400 GP right now, and then we'll come back and just like, because we're actually, our message is that we are going to be heading out of the city for a while. You know, we're just kind of a little stifled. You know, we we haven't really had the chance to do a lot of exploring, so we're gonna check some stuff out. I think we're heading down to a place. So if you could pass that along to
Zoo.
Sid,
Mhm.
that would be really nice. But yeah, we'll just leave the 400 gold pieces with you, and then we'll just like keep coming back and like chipping away at that 2 grand on our adventures.
All right. Since you're going to be leaving, you will most likely need your funds in order to supply yourselves on your journey. So why don't we make it an even 200, 1/10 the cost to start?
Okay.
I wouldn't want you to. That should be enough to secure it. And I wouldn't want to see you go without enough to supply yourselves on your journeys if you're leaving. And I can pass this message on to Sid as well.
Okay.
If Sid wants to pay any part of it, Sid can.
Yeah, if Sid,
Yeah, if
is
Sid
in
wants-
the mood to
yeah.
give any money,
Yeah,
that's totally cool with
that
me.
would be very
Like,
kind.
nothing's stopping him from adding on to this down payment.
I
Okay,
will-
so
I will pass
Drew,
this
you
along.
and I will each give 100 GP.
I have
Okay.
69.
Yeah, well, you
You-
can
you
help
keep
pay
that.
for like
You keep
things we have to
that.
get for our journey.
I can make us drinks with this jug when we need it at the
Yeah.
base, or when we're traveling. Currently, it's mayonnaise, but I don't know what mayonnaise is. Can you drink mayonnaise?
You can.
Try it.
Okay,
Try it.
I guess you could, but you shouldn't.
it's not coming out.
Maybe you
Just
gotta
like-
shake it.
It's very thick. It's kind of salty. Oh, I got some.
Oh no! Oh,
very uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studio today.
I am not a fan.
I am very uncomfortable with the energy we created in the studio today. All right. So Hannibal is just there, guzzling mayonnaise.
That's gonna be gift.
Like yours isn't. Anyway.
Hate that.
It doesn't taste good. I don't like it.
Try it on
Why'd you
sandwiches.
drink it?
I wanted to see what it was.
Okay. Was there anything else we could do for you? We don't want to take up too much of your time. We know you're a lot busier than we are.
Not off the top of my head. I did want to extend my thanks to you, officially, for your aid in fighting off the Mansfield Raiders that attacked the city. You were not called to action, you were not bound by duty, you were not in any way required to do so, and yet you'd leapt into action and defended this city and its people, and for that you have our thanks.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
So you clearly are pretty highly ranked in your organization, right?
You can say that.
Why do you follow a god?
How do you mean?
I don't get it. I don't see why what good can come of it.
I think that for me it's about perspective. It's a sense of dedicating yourself to something greater than yourself, but not just the god in question, but the ideal that the god stands for, and the trust that all of us working together with this god as our unifying point, dedicated to ideals of upholding good and protecting people and creating a just and prosperous society for everybody. And the Silver Flame acts as sort of a beacon for that, a goal to strive for. Unifies all of us in our goals of doing better and being better.
Okay, something to mull over, I guess.
Have any of you had the chance to commune with the Silver Flame?
Yeah.
No.
If you don't mind my asking, how did you find the experience?
Interesting. Did I? I asked it where my mom was, and I didn't get an answer, but I got a good feeling. But I still cried, so I don't really know.
Yes, it's rarely it rarely provides direct answers, but usually you leave with something that you didn't. Usually you leave with something you need, even if you didn't know you needed it.
I mean, a couple days later, I did actually get to talk to my mom, but I don't think it was the Silver Flames doing. It was kind of a thing, but yeah.
Right. Well, I will pass on your messages, and I will take your payment here, and we will secure. With this, we can secure your. Why don't we say, just in the event that you decide not to come back, just to give it the timeline, why don't we say this payment? Why don't we make this? I'm feeling like I'm speaking to a group of storybook heroes, so why don't we make this a bit storybook? Your down payment will secure the building for you for 1 year and 1 day.
That's very storybook.
That's a lot of
But-
time.
You shouldn't say that. You might give them an ego.
Who? There's no one else up here.
I don't have an ego. I'm a wizard, of course I have an ego.
Okay. It was so lovely, this interaction. Thank you. Please just take care of Sid for us, okay?
I'll do my best. And
He likes to punch trees, so if he disappears, maybe look at the trees because he likes to punch those when he's mad.
all right, I will keep that in mind. Oh, I don't think I introduced myself. My name is Shahila,
Shahila?
agent of the Tetrarchs of the Arclight Covenant.
Ancient
Wunderbar.
the
Petrarchs.
Petra
Can't
art
spell.
of the Silver Flame.
I'm Hannibal.
Very nice to meet you, Hannibal.
I'm
Ilvem.
Drusilla. They
Very
call
nice
me
to meet all of
Drew.
you.
You can call me
Or
Hannibal.
Rose sometimes.
You can call me
Yeah. I don't know
Hannibal.
where that one came from.
Hannibal, the best wizard. Hannibal. Hannah baby.
I think I will stick with Hannibal for now.
Makes sense.
And if you do you give your consent to scrying in the event that Sid completes his training and wishes to rejoin you before you return?
No.
No.
All right, then, Drusilla, we will use you as the point of contact. I can. Moving quickly is a specialty of mine, so I can make sure that once Sid is ready to return, he can find you quickly.
I just don't want to be scryed on when I'm taking a dump.
All right. I can see how that would be a concern.
And on that note, and I'm gonna start like shoving them away from her back towards the stairs.
Yeah, she goes. She looks like she's almost finished with her tea, but she's gonna finish up her cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so y'all head back downstairs. Looks like Mirth has finished up speaking with the waitstaff, and everyone's kind of going around getting ready to set things up. Not set things up for the day. Looks like they're going to be closed for the day, but get things cleaned up and prepared, and ready at least for tomorrow.
What wonderful timing on our part. Oh, hey Mirth.
Yes.
Hey, so we're gonna be heading out. Probably today. We're just gonna run some errands and then we're leaving the city for a bit.
All right.
Sid's stuff is still in his room. He's doing some secret monk training. I don't know if you want to use our rooms for somebody else at some point. Maybe you could just put it in your office so he can grab it on his way when he eventually meets up with us or whatever. What else do we have? What else? We don't leave a message for Sid anymore. Can you give this note to Marlos for me next time you see him?
Well, I can tell you the inn where he's staying if you'd like to speak with him yourself.
No, thank you.
All right.
He intimidates me a bit.
I get that.
But yeah, it was really lovely staying here. You have a lovely establishment. I will sing the praises of Mirth the Generous on our travels. Do you know where we could go to pick up some supplies like a tent, because I don't like sleeping outside, a really comfy sleeping bag, because I don't like sleeping outside.
Ilvem, remember I stole our... Never mind. Hi, Mirth.
Where
Hello,
to get
Hannibal.
rations, because we're going to be sleeping outside.
Yes. Well,
maybe some mounts, because I don't super want to walk.
Well, that does beg the question. Where are you going, and how are you intending to travel?
There was that place.
Yeah, that place.
That Hannibal knows.
Yeah.
That we're gonna go to.
The kazoo place. Yeah,
But I forgot to write down in my notes.
Okay, want me to say it again?
Yes, please.
Khakhui.
Yes, please.
It's
Khakhui.
Khakhui, yes.
Khakhui, Kazooie.
Which is spelled.
Let me see if I spelled it right in my notes.
K-E-K
Nope.
U-H-I.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
Khakhui.
Khakhui.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for Khakhui.
Oh, good distance to the south. Also a coastal nation, so you could go over land, but you could also, if you wanted to charter a passage on a ship, I'm sure you could find one of those as well. Either way would work. ship would be faster, but probably a bit more expensive. But that may come out with whatever supplies you end up buying in the meantime.
Oh, yes. Ilvem, that reminds me, I have a secret to tell you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna whisper in Ilvem's ear. Remember that I stole some of our sleeping supplies and it's in the bag of holding currently.
I do remember that. I remember it. I got it. Okay, well we're gonna go do that or whatever. It's been great, and I'm gonna hug Mirth.
Oh, well, he's gonna hug you back. Gives a once he like reacts, adjusts to the sudden hug. He embraces Ilvem in a very warm, friendly hug.
I want in on this. She's gonna join.
Just walks up to, all right, come here too. Okay, all right, hug for everybody.
Yeah.
Handshake?
All right, he reaches out and shakes your hand. All right, as for the room, I can, especially as long as Sid is still in the city, I can keep that for you until you come back.
Okay, but you don't have to. Like if it ends up being like full up and you've only got the one room left, and there's someone who like shows up who's like, here was so much money to let me stay at this inn, you should probably give it up at that point. But thank you so much for being willing to keep it for us.
Of course, I still owe you. I still feel like I owe you for that help you gave me for my cousins.
Fair. We did a lot.
You did.
They did.
Well, good luck on your journeys. As for supplies and rations, if you're looking to purchase those, the Silvergate, the market district, is always a good place to look for if you in the need of buying things, or if you're looking if you're taking the land route, or if you're looking for a faster way and you want to charter a ship, then heading over to I would say the harbor, but honestly, either the harbor itself, port side, or Flame Shadow would probably be a good place to look to charter a ship. Actually, Flame Shadow would probably be a better place to charter a ship. It's more likely to be taking passengers than cargo.
Okay. Well, we have some decisions to make as a group, huh?
Yeah.
So let's go do that.
All
Bye,
right,
Mirth.
Hope to see you again. Hope to see you again soon.
Au revoir.
Okay, so what do we want to do? Do we want to go over land, or do we want to charter a boat?
Land.
Oh, I also wasn't really
Land.
feeling the boat thing. I was kind of excited because like I could potentially get a room on a boat, which like is kind of my whole thing. But also pirates.
Yes. And also, I think it would feel blasphemous for me to be on a boat.
And honestly, I'm like really excited to like stop in at like towns and stuff on the way down
Yeah.
to Khakhui.
And see creatures that we're not accustomed to. Gather supplies in the forests, possibly.
Yeah, maybe we could boat back or something. We'll leave it up in the air for the return
Maybe
trip.
while we're traveling, we'll find that fox Willow.
Yeah.
That's
Willow.
right. We have to get Willow from outside of town. Right?
Yeah.
He's outside of town, or is he inside of town somewhere?
Well, last time I saw him was back at the bandit base when the dragon flew in, and he was like, "Nope, I'm not dealing with that," and ran
That's
away.
fair. Should we
Understandable.
send a message to the dragon, Zanvarath?
I don't have a way
And
to
we-
send a message.
The only person that had that ability was Sid.
But his was very limited to like 120 feet. You know
Yeah.
what? I bet Master Varro could do it, and he's on our
Oh.
list of
Yes.
stops.
I should probably learn the sending spell if we're starting to go traveling.
I forget. Okay, just to recap real quick. When you on your way back into the city, I think you stopped by the place where you buried one of the sending stones. Did you pick that up and take that with you?
Yes.
Yes, because
And
we
you
used it when they pranked us.
Hmm.
That's right. So you have both of them. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't have one. I think Ilvem
think
has
I have
one,
one.
and
I have one.
Drusilla has
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll stop out of Master Varro, see if he can send a message to Zanvarath, let her know that we're going south. And then we could go I don't know how expensive mounts are, but maybe we could buy some.
I think it's pretty expensive.
I think it'd be pretty charming.
I think horses are probably the cheapest route.
Yeah, I feel like
I
there's
wish we
probably
could-
some pretty cool exotic mounts,
It'd
but
be cool if we could all pitch together and get an elephant, and we could all ride an elephant.
I usually hate your ideas, but this one I love.
Yes, elephants.
Drew, could you turn into an elephant?
Yes, Drew, could you turn into an elephant, and me and Ilvem could use you as a beast of burden and ride on your back, and you could carry us like princes.
No.
Good idea, Ilvem.
Thank you.
What can you turn into a horse?
Yes, we've
Most
seen her do
likely.
that.
Can you turn into an ox? An ox would be a very cool mount as well.
I can, but not for very long.
Duh.
Like 4 hours a day tops. I think.
No, that's not as fun. Okay,
It's
so we
really
go
not.
look for a mount. We go look for a stable of some sorts, and maybe
Yeah,
even we could rent a horse.
Yeah, it'd probably be cheaper that way.
Well, I probably need a full-sized horse because I am quite tall. Drusilla, you could probably ride on a mule or a pony. Ilvem, whatever you desire. So maybe we should go to a stable first, because I think the mounts might be the most expensive.
That's true. It's a
Parts.
good point. It's a good point you bring
And
up.
if all else fails, I could charm the stable owner to give us a deal.
Maybe let me try first, and then you try.
We could and if all else failed, we could try magically charming them.
Yeah,
Or we could
That
just try
feels
stealing a
wrong.
horse.
that feels also wrong.
I mean, I could put on a disguise and steal a horse. That way, no one knows Hannibal stole a horse. Let's just see how much
Yeah, let's just go and we'll wing it.
to the stables.
Okay.
Is that a pun? Because you have wings.
Oh, wait
yeah,
a second.
it is.
Should I go up to our room real quick and steal more bedding supplies, like pillows, blankets,
Literally, of course. What is the question?
mattresses? Okay, I'll be right back. Hi, Mirth. Oh, hi, Mirth.
Hello again. Welcome back. Oh, there you go.
Oh, hi, Mark. I just have to go get Moloch's
Oh,
food from our room.
Arf, arf. All right. All right.
He's right here. I thought about leaving him behind, but I cannot part with him again. Okay, up the stairs.
All right. Oh, hi, Mirth.
Oh, hi, Mirth. Yeah, so back into the room, I grab 4 pillows just in case Sid finds us.
Okay.
Stuff them in the bag of holding.
All
I
right.
take all the bedding off of all the beds, stuff it in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else should I take that we could use? Back into the living area. How big are these chairs?
There's probably like, I mean, there's like armchairs. There's also like, chairs that like wooden chair, like dining room style chairs at the tables.
How many of these nice armchairs?
So what's the opening on the bag of
Yeah, it's
holding
like
is
2
the
feet.
question.
It's like 2
Yeah, I
feet.
don't think you can fit a chair through that. Like maybe like a dining room chair. Also, what's the weight limit we're dealing with?
I don't think I'm anywhere near the weight limit yet. Let's check. Good question. You can hold up to 500 pounds. And I actually have notes of what I have in my bag of holding. The stone giant toenails, 2 books, a safety deposit box slip, a book of research notes, an insignia from my lab, a brass brazier, 6 5-pound gold bars. The bedding is already in there actually, and half a sparrow.
Sorry, real quick. I forgot you still have the 6 trade bars of gold in there.
Yeah, worth 250 gold each, or
Yep.
total.
That's our dad!
I hate you.
I forgot they were there too.
Like, legit.
No, I don't think they're not 250 each. I think that's like 250 total.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like,
Let me check.
250 each. Like, we've pretty much paid off that fucking building.
Yeah, if it's 250 each. Yeah.
Like, just, oh shit, is she
I
still
think
here?
it's total, because in brackets I have 250 gold.
Yeah, let me check.
So while this is happening, I'm gonna add 4 pillows. Everyone's Ilvem.
Wait. Actually, hang on. How many? Real quick.
6 5-pound bars.
Nope. Gold is worth 50 gold a pound, so those are 250 each.
Oh shit.
You
I
liked your ass back to her.
I should tell Drew and Ilvem something.
That's 1,500 gold sitting right there.
You
Okay.
marked your pretty ass back to
Yeah.
that woman
So
and pay her.
yeah, I have all that.
That wouldn't pay off all of it. That would still leave
Yeah.
like 300 gold missing.
All right.
Which, like-
I'm gonna put the 4 there's the 4 pillows in. Everyone's bedding. Moloch, what do you think else should go in here for the road? I'm going to break one of the wooden chairs because I can just mend them.
Just snap the legs off and then put it in. You just put it back together. That works.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that with 2 of the dining chairs, 2 of the wooden dining chairs.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay.
And bye, Marth.
Bye. Have a good trip.
Thank you. Thank you. And I walk outside. Drew,
Okay.
Ilvem, I forgot I have the 6 5-pound gold bars in my bag of holding, and they're worth 250 gold each. So should I just give these to the
Well, okay, we're already paying it off, so maybe don't give them all to her. Oh, look, she's walking out the door right now. She must have just finished her tea. What perfect
good
timing.
idea, Ilvem.
Sure.
Let's save 2 of them to use for mount buying.
Okay. Excuse me, Shahila.
Yes.
Reach into the bag of holding and pull out 4 of those gold bars.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I had these. These are 4 gold bars. They're 5 pounds each. They're worth 250 gold each. So here's 4 of them to help pay off the.
All right. Well, that. I just did Mirth's voice. Well, that does adds significantly onto your payment. So you have only now 800 gold you need to pay off.
Amazing.
Wunderbar.
All right. Well, safe travels on your journey, and I will get this back to the where it needs to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
It'll
Bye
really-
again.
Yes. Bye.
Ah.
It'll be very unfortunate if that was all a ruse and we just got robbed.
Yeah, that would suck.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm going to incite you to see if if this is your real intention.
You were a real
All right.
person.
I will also do that.
Roll your insight checks.
Hannibal's not wise. It's a 5. 6 minus 1.
Unnatural 20.
Ilvem, this woman is ethereal and unreadable in a way that you just cannot seem to discern the machinations of her mind that are an enigma. Ilvem, yeah, she's telling the truth.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. She's good.
All right. So, Ilvem,
Yes.
I have 4 pillows in here.
Great.
Everyone's bedding. And I
Great.
broke 2 of the wooden dining chairs and stuffed the parts in here because I can just repair them when I pull them out.
Oh, that'll be so nice to sit around the fire in a
I
nice
know,
little dining
but
chair.
I only brought 2, so Drusilla's gonna have to sit on the ground, but she'd like that, so
Yeah, she seems like she'd prefer that. You prefer that,
Right
wouldn't you?
here.
yeah. Me and Ilvem don't want to tarnish our nice clothes. You walk around barefoot anyway. What's the difference? And you,
Right. But,
I
like,
think you still have dog shit on you and other stuff.
No,
right?
I washed that off. I took a bath.
Oh. Well, let's go to the stables and then pop by Master Varos, and then we can go to Khakhui.
Yeah. What if we get attacked by like wolves or something?
Oh, that'd be so sweet. We could
Exciting.
tame them.
Oh,
Tame them
fight
and
'em
ride
off.
them.
I think you might be too big to ride a regular wolf.
I'm
Probably.
I'm not.
not. Dude just gets this look like, oh shit, she gonna try and befriend a wolf.
I love that. Love the energy.
To the stables, then, I
Can
assume.
I pet that dog?
Yeah.
All right. So you head over to the market district to try and find some stables.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna kind of have to like ask around and look around for stuff. So are you looking for a general stables? I heard an elephant thrown out. Are you trying to find an elephant for sale?
No.
What are we
Wait.
looking for here?
I think we can afford an elephant.
We are looking for horses.
We're looking for exotic mounts as well.
We're looking. Yeah. Is there like a
horses.
Walmart for stables?
There
That
is
just
not.
kind of has everything.
So I'm gonna ask for a charisma investigation check from everybody.
So I use my charisma modifier.
For investigation.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Sir.
you can
Um,
you can mix and match
Fuck!
ability scores and skills.
Sam,
Yeah.
I got a natural 1.
Ooh.
Oh, something flew in my eye.
I got a 2.
Come on, Ilvem, it's up to you now.
It's up to you, fam.
I got a 22.
Okay. All right.
Bless.
So Drusilla and Hannibal are basically just Hannibal is basically just like Hannibal walks up to someone and literally says, "Do you know where to find an elephant? You look like an elephant." No, I mean you look like you know where to find an elephant. I mean you kind of look like an elephant,
The
but
tracks.
and it's just like almost gets in a fight. Drusilla just like pretends to be looking, but like doesn't actually care, and just like
She's thinking about befriending a wolf.
yeah, like gets too lost in
Not
thinking about befriending a wolf and just doesn't help. Ilvem, you ask the right people. You know you're charming. You're nice. You say the right things,
I have a
Fine.
freaking halo.
and yeah, you get you find out several very good stables in the area, as well as you do find near the northern side. You do hear about on the northern side of town a place that specializes in a bit more exotic mounts.
We have to go to the exotic mounts. Also, the person I talked to, were they by chance a Loxodon? Because that would be really funny. It would look like an elephant.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, okay, good.
Makes it worse.
It would have been.
Makes
Yeah.
it much worse.
You look like an elephant. Anyways,
Oh,
so
bye.
the exotic mount place. I have gold
Yes.
bars. We could probably buy
It's-
an exotic mount. If it's an elephant,
It's up
we
north.
only need 1 mount for each other. Everyone.
Yeah.
He's tall and I'm really short.
They
would be
probably
good.
have ways to get up on it.
Got a trunk.
All right, so you head over to the
Exotic
exotic mount place.
We do
Yes,
head over
we
to the
do.
exotic mountain place.
I know it's
Okay.
not. I know it's not. I know it's
Grudgingly.
not ethical to ride elephants, but this is D&D.
So you head over to the exotic mount place,
Mm-hmm.
and as you arrive, you do like as you're getting in that area, you have to end up going outside the walls of the city because there's a little bit of Flame Shadow, which is the basically the foreign district. It's where people who immigrate to the city tend to live or stay. It's where the passenger port is. Kind of like this is where you find like smaller pocket neighborhoods that are pretty closely knit areas of like specific other nations represented here. Your Little Italy, your Chinatown, for example.
Nice.
And as you come out into this area, it kind of extends outside the walls because it's for the northern passenger port. And as you kind of go into one of the sections here, it kind of because there's no walls, it kind of just like gradually spreads out towards the farmland. And you can see just this like walled off section with like 20-foot tall wooden stake walls and like a set of gates, almost looks like a zoo set up, that is set up outside of this, and like a couple people standing outside standing guard. And
I'm gonna cast enhance ability for charisma checks.
okay,
Oh, if I could find a Triceratops, that would be amazing.
As we like approach.
all right. As you approach a man in like very long flowing robes with like the sleeves kind of like they don't like hang, they're not like Yidra sleeves where they hang off.
Yeah.
They're like they're just really wide sleeves, like open up at the end, like hang down.
Nice
Very
bell
colorful,
sleeve.
kind of like what?
A nice bell sleeve.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
stand.
Yep. Nice bell sleeve. He's got his. They're like a like a sandy, very very light sandy brown color, but then with several patterns of like purples and orange and green and blue, kind of like woven throughout, like kind of almost like a collar formation, and then like down the sleeves. And he comes, he like as you kind of come into the gates, you can see that it appears that a lot of this place is sectioned off. It looks like it's not like a browsing type of thing. It's more like a they show you their goods kind of thing. And he comes out and he says, "Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Are you here to perhaps purchase an exotic animal?"
Perhaps indeed,
Most we're,
depending on what you have.
we're leaning towards one we could ride.
Well, rideable. All right, that's. I do get a lot of people coming in. I'm going to tell you, I got a lot of people coming in who are looking to fill up menageries. So, rideable, functional. Not necessarily our wheelhouse. However, I will tell you, we can make it happen. We have it. We can make it happen. So, you said rideable. What sort of rideable are we looking for? We have camels, kind of the lower end of the exotic, but a little hard.
Elephant.
Farther up north. Oh, sorry, what was that?
Elephant.
Did you just say an elephant?
I did.
You
You
did.
are in luck. We happen to have an elephant in stock right now.
Ilvem, did you hear that?
I heard it. Can we see this elephant?
Yes, you can. All right. For a purchase like an elephant, if you'd like to see it, normally we have paddocks, we have things, we have places where we keep the animals in here. We keep them, well fed, well taken care of. Everything. You're getting a healthy animal.
I believe
But
it.
just to showcase the elephant, we like to give him room to breathe a little bit. So we're gonna open up one of the back gates, lead him out into the lead her out into the one of our outside areas, our outside enclosures, a pasture, so you can take a look, get a good look at the distance. Hard to appreciate an elephant up close. You know what I mean? Like really, yeah. So why don't you meet us around the back, and we will let her out that way.
Great. Sounds wonderful.
All right.
Why don't you want us
Talking
getting close to this elephant?
No, I meant like in an enclosed space. Hard to get a scope of the size and everything when it's it's a bit more enclosed. You want to be able to see her out in the open.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's fine. Come on, let's
Yeah.
go. Let's
All
go.
right, here.
All right.
He calls over to he walks over to someone and he says, why don't you go and open the gate in the back and bring one of our elephants out. Bring the elephant. Okay. Oh, we sold the other one this morning? Yeah, okay, just the one. Yeah. Open the gate. Just right this way, folks, right this way. And he'll lead you like back out the gate around the side of this compound type thing that he has set up. And you can see that it does have like several other gates and things around the outside. It looks like they can open up, and there are fenced in pastures. As you come around the side, one of them opens up, and an elephant comes walking out. You can see that it's got some kind of harness on it. It looks like it's trained. So one of the other attendees, who's wearing less voluminous robes and more still fairly loose-fitting clothing, but like boots that are knee-high, sleeves that are a bit more cinched at the elbow and wrist, so they're a bit more billowy, but they kind of like billow out and then cinch, and then billow out and then cinch. And then kind of has like looks like kind of like just a bunch of cloth that doubles as like a scarf, face covering, hood, multi-purpose. Most likely, if they work with cleaning up after these animals, they like to cover their face. And he comes out with a lead. It looks like the elephant is like, he's not like yanking or like pulling the elephant, just kind of like leading her out, and this elephant just kind of comes out and makes its way out into the pasture. Then the guy with you says, "There she is. Isn't she a beauty? Look at that beautiful elephant right there."
She's very pretty. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast
Healthy?
speak with animals.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm just like, hello.
Kind of like she's like got her trunk down, is like sniffing at the grass, and then like perks up when you call out with speak with animals, and then turns her head over, her big ears like flop in your direction. She says, "Oh, hi there."
I love her.
What's your name?
Oh. Well, they call me a name, but I don't know. I'm not really attached to it.
Do you like them? Like, do you like them? Do they treat you good?
Yeah, they do. I liked before here better.
Where were you before?
Well, there was a place where there was a lot more room, but then they brought me here. Same people.
Do you want to be out of here?
Yeah. They said that we would only be here for a little bit and then we'd have a new home.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna turn to them and be like, we have to take her home.
Ask her if she's actually an elephant.
Are you actually an elephant?
I think so.
She thinks
I've never
so.
thought about it before.
She's never thought about it before.
Fair, that makes sense. Sorry, did I get your name?
Are you saying that oh no, you can't.
I
Say that.
can't speak to animals.
That's right. I forgot. It's like, are you saying that to the elephant? Are you saying that to the guy? Okay, so you're saying that to the guy?
Yes.
Yeah, hello. Good to meet you. My name is Joaquin.
Joaquin.
I know that.
I
name.
play Tomb of Annihilation.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I got distracted. So, Joaquin, lovely elephant. Quite beautiful, very majestic. Let's talk pricing.
All right, let's talk price. Get right down to business. I like that about you. Fantastic. Okay, so if we want to buy this elephant, I'm going to tell you right now. Normal going price for an elephant. I don't know if you know this. Normal going price for an elephant, 200 gold pieces.
Okay.
However, I'm looking it up right now. However, I'm going to tell you, this elephant, as you can see right here, very healthy, very well trained. Trained to be led, trained to be a mount. That's key. That's important. That's a difference right there. That is,
Okay.
we'll stay. We'll stay when you say stay. We'll come with you when you say come with. We'll take riders. That's a little different. So, that's gonna bump the price up a little bit for you. You want good quality. You got to pay a good price. So that's gonna bring it to a grand total of 300 gold pieces for this well-trained elephant.
What if I am not disagreeing. I believe that this elephant is beautifully trained. She is very pretty. But I think we're both in an equal understanding that she's not quite worth 300 gold pieces. Now, I believe entirely that we should pay perhaps a touch more than a regular elephant going rate. So, listen, I'm going to put it on the table, 250 gold pieces.
You know what? I like you. I like your style here. How about counteroffer? Now let's talk about this. Let's consider this. I hear you. Training, all that good stuff. Now, you say you want an elephant to ride. You going on a trip? You going on a journey? You're going on a ride for a little bit? You're not just taking it for a spin around town, I'm guessing.
We're doing something, yeah.
All right. Looking for long distance?
Potentially.
All right, well, how about this? We keep the 300 gold price, but I throw in the saddle. I throw in a very nice saddle. We got a rope ladder attached. It makes it easier to climb up. And why don't we even? I can even throw one in for some cargo. Throw in some cargo space. Places to attach some bags. Places to attach the chest. Even places to maybe I don't know. You're a merchant. You're looking to haul goods. I can throw some stuff in for that. But I'm gonna have to keep the price 300. But I can throw stuff into it. Make it a bit more appealing. Make it nicer.
You know what? I hear what you're saying. I'm respecting it. I'm loving it. I'm liking it. So 300 gold pieces. This beautiful elephant. A beautiful saddle to, really kind of like enhance her natural beauty. I think that's a fantastic idea. We would love the cargo space, the little ladder. I think that's an agreeable term.
All right, then that'll be 300 gold pieces.
What about food?
You can. I'm sure in the cargo space you can keep food. Oh, you meant food for the elephant.
Of course
didn't
I
you?
did. Yes.
I see. Well, in terms of food, they eat all kinds of, roots, grasses, fruit, bark, lots of plant matter, lots of plant matter. So if you're going on a journey, you're going through the woods, you're going through, if you're going through some wilderness territory, she can graze on her own. She can find her own food, but if you need to, you can also get some food. She does eat a lot, though. Big animal. So if you wanna make sure you got a couple days worth, there's going to be a lot of food.
I had kind of assumed that Drew was gonna kind of take care of that.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're saying 300 gold is good then?
It's a fantastic deal for the saddle and the
Okay.
and the training and the cargo space.
I
Should we become merchants?
We should. I'd pull out one of the gold bars and add 50 gold on top of it. For
Oh
300
wow,
for
gold
300.
bar! I like your style. I like your style too.
It's
Well, look
two-
at that.
The gold bar is 250 gold exactly.
All right, yeah. Let me just here. Let me real quick. Let me walk over here. Just walks over. He goes like a side door, and opens it up, and he goes inside, and you can see that it looks like a little bit of a business office. Takes it over. There's like a scale on a desk that he like pulls over, puts the trade bar on it, sets some weights on it, balances perfectly. He's like, "Wow, 250 exactly. Where'd you find that? It's hard to find, but there is right on the money. So 250 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50. Yeah, there you go. 300 gold. This is your elephant. Congratulations. You are the proud owners of a new elephant. We've been calling her Natasha. If you want to name her anything else, feel free. Their names can change. Just as long as you call her it enough, she'll get the picture.
Okay. All right. How do we get her out of?
Oh yeah, let me just have my boys. You want us to put the saddle on her, get her all set and ready?
Yeah, get her all gussied up.
Let
All
me
right,
add
let's
an elephant under my extras.
An elephant and a house. No, guys, this has been a great time.
This is iconic.
Sid's gonna come
All right.
back and see we have an elephant.
Yeah,
And a house, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Can I offer you anything? Tea, refreshments, juice, anything like that? While
You got pomegranate juice?
We do have some pomegranate juice.
Would love some pomegranate juice.
Let me get that for you. All right, everybody, let's get the elephant all saddled up. And he like goes inside. Several people come out. They get the saddle. They walk her back over, like kind of more inside. So there's like an upper level. She kind of like came through this like narrow corridor, and there's like an upper level walkway where people can like carry the saddle over, put it on top of her, so they don't have to do it from the ground, and like attach the straps underneath and everything. He comes out. He's got a pitcher of pomegranate juice. He pours her all some cups as you watch your new elephant get all saddled up. Drusilla, as you're watching, you can see that these people, like, you get the sense that these people are good at what they do, and this is not a place that's doing any kind of mistreatment. You see a lot of like fondness and attachment in the handlers that are like getting the saddle on. It's like, okay, girl, we're gonna get you all set up. You're gonna go to your new home, kind of like, not like kind of like an animal shelter type thing where there's the people there like get attached. The saddle itself looks like it has some like fluffy, almost like wool material on the inside of all the straps to make sure it doesn't chafe or rub. They get it all set up. It's got like a rope ladder attached to it. It's just kind of like, it's got a blanket underneath it, very large, got enough room and seats. It's kind of like a flat platform that's built up on her back. So
is it like the Appa saddle?
Kind of, yeah,
That's what I've
basically,
been
yeah.
picturing.
Yeah, basically. So plenty of room. And then they get her all set up and they walk her out. And then there's the paddock itself that she's in, like has a very like a fence that's like would hold a horse, but like an elephant can just step over it basically. But they open up some gates and like you're kind of in some open fields here that lead up to a few, like there's a few, like you're at the side of town where like there's a couple of pastures and vineyards and like.
I have to pop off real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. You're at the site. You're like pastures and vineyards and not stables, but like horse farms and places where it's a bit more open. There's a bit more scattered of buildings. So walk her out into the field outside the pasture, and then the guy says, "There you go. Pleasure doing business with you. Please enjoy your new elephant."
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I think
He goes over some basic commands with all of you, like go, stop, stay, left, right, that kind of thing. Just how to, there's some reins, so like how to guide and steer basically, but you get the rundown on how to ride and steer your own elephant.
Yeah, sweet. Now we have to go shopping while we have this elephant.
We bought an elephant. We need parasols to put on top of the elephant so we can have shade.
I was just thinking of getting a nice big sun hat myself.
But think about having nice umbrellas up there. We could. Yes.
Just so you know, the elephant looks like it has a carrying capacity of 1,320 pounds.
Yeah. Added it to my under mounts.
40-foot move speed.
Trampling charge.
I'm so excited! We have an elephant!
I love that you could just buy a CR4 animal for 200 gold.
Yeah, I thought it was 1,000 gold for an elephant.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to like haggle down to like the 500 that we had.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 5th edition compendium on Roll20, and it's elephant 200 gold.
Yep.
I'm wrong.
Fantastic deal.
Totally worth it.
All right, I'm good. We can
Okay.
All right.
So what are we gonna call our elephant friend here?
We can think of a name. I don't really like Natasha.
Natasha really doesn't seem to suit her.
Coconut, tomato,
Nope.
carrot.
No. We'll think of something.
Milkshake.
We can call her Natasha for now, and then when I decide a name, I can tell her new name.
That tracks. So, Master Varro?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think we should maybe ride her through the city to
Yeah,
the university.
I was just thinking that. Are the streets wide enough for us to ride our elephant to Master Varro's house?
It's like some of the major streets, maybe some of them, like the big thoroughfares, you could fit. You might want to be careful on the bridges. But some of the side streets definitely just would not fit.
Okay, game plan. Hannibal, you head to Master Varro's.
Yeah, I can do that on foot. Yeah.
You take Natasha to the south gate because we're going south, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will go and pick up some traveling supplies, and then we'll all meet at the south gate.
All right.
AP.
Just remember,
Okay.
I have all of our bedding in the bag of holding. I have enough bedding just in case Sid comes back, and I have 2 wooden chairs for me to fix and break down every time we pull them out.
Perfect.
Okay. If you can get me like herbs, like a kit of herbs for like on the go stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I can make an herbalism kit. Just so you know.
That might be good to know.
I just need to have a long rest before I do so.
Wait, before you go, give me the gold bar because I'm gonna go buy stuff.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
I'll remove that from the bag of holding. No more gold bars.
Hey, before we all like break apart, you want to hear something wild?
Yes.
In 800 more gold pieces, we're gonna have a home. A home. We're gonna have to build a stable.
Yes, and then I'm going to... Yes.
So just to recap real quick, like what this place looks like. This was the 4-story building in the Riverfront district that had like a walled-in outdoor area that they used as a training area that like then led into a first floor. They had like a store, almost a storefront.
Mm-hmm.
There was a jail.
I need a lab.
In there, there was like and then like 4th floor was living quarters. Like it is a sizable place.
I'm thrilled. We have a home.
Yeah.
Ilvem's never had a home before.
We got a home. We got a base outside the walls.
That's true. We've got Zenvarat's little house, little hidey hole.
So,
Okay, hands in, guys. What's your break?
What? Okay.
And then I'm
Yeah,
gonna just
what?
like turn and walk towards the market area.
Yeah, I
guess.
turn and walk towards Master Varos.
All right, so you
I
two head
take the
south through the city. Drusilla is basically just going to be riding the like around the outside of the city because it's like you're here, you're trying to get here, like opposite. It's like opposite corners basically. You're on the furthest. You're on the furthest north side, like closest to the water, and you're trying to get to like the south side, close to the water almost. You have to like go all the way around the entire circumference of the city. So. Drusilla, do you ride the elephant?
Grand time.
Yeah. So Drusilla, just like climb up the rope ladder. There's even like a little rope like attached to it, so you can just like pull that up and tie it off, and it just like pulls the rope ladder up and retracts it. And then yeah, they went over all of the instructions on how to make her go, and then you can just start kind of lumbering your way around the outside of the city.
I
love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun,
Love
dun,
the image
dun, dun,
of
dun,
this
dun,
giant
dun, dun,
elephant and little 4'9" goblin one.
Make way, here comes Drusilla.
Hey man, if I get myself a Princess Jasmine, I'd be A-okay.
Yeah, now you all just need to get super rich and get like a herald and a bunch of money and an entire parade, and then just like ride this into town to announce yourselves.
We don't need a parade. We just riding this into town. That's announcement enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anywho, thank
So
you.
Ilvem and Hannibal, you kind of walk together for a bit as you get back into town, and then eventually split up as one of you goes east. Ilvem, you go east towards the market district, and Hannibal, you split off south towards the university district to go to Master Varo's house. Anyway, either one of you can go first. You're going to pretty much arrive around the same time.
Ilvem can go first. I don't mind.
Okay.
Great. Did it take a full hour to get there?
Probably. You pretty much have to go from like the left side of town, like the west side of town to the right side of town. It's a big city, so.
Okay, then I'm re-upping my enhance ability.
Okay. Yeah, it probably takes. Yeah, it's a couple. The city's like a couple miles wide, so it is big.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can make your way over into the market district where you can see all sorts of, you're familiar. You've been here a few times. You've got your established buildings, established shops and stuff, as well as just like several big open air marketplaces with stalls and things of more like perishable goods.
Okay. There's a couple things that I want.
Okay.
I want a herbalism kit for Drew.
All right.
Explorer's pack for myself because I have a diplomat's pack. And then I want to get 2 tents, and then like a couple weeks worth of rations.
Okay. Do you want to just find those, buy them a cost, or are you going to try and haggle your way down for those?
I am gonna try to haggle my way down. I
Okay.
did not just cast a 2nd level spell for no
Yep.
reason.
Yeah, I figured that's why I asked. Yep. All right. All right. So I'll say that just like you kind of have to walk around a little bit, find all those things. The herbalism kit, you can go to like find like an apothecary to find a starter's herbalism kit. The explorer's pack, you can manage to find more in a place like more towards the gate at a place that caters more towards adventurer types. And then the same with the tent, and then the rations you can get like looking around in like the open air markets. So since those are 3 different places, just so we don't have to go, just we're not going through the intricacies of haggling over buying a tent. Give me 3 persuasion checks.
Okay. Uh, 22. $26. And let's use this dice. 10.
Okay. So the herbalism kit you can get for half off, so 2 gold.
Okay.
The explorer's pack you can also get for half off with that, so that's 5 gold.
Okay.
You're getting 2 2-person tents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get 2 tents for the price of 1, so 2 gold.
Okay.
And the rations, though, you're gonna have to buy a price.
That's fair.
So how much did you want? You said a few weeks worth of rations.
Yeah.
So how many weeks?
Let's do. Well, how much are they?
So they are 5 silver. So basically it is basically you can feed 2 people for a day on 1 gold.
Okay, then I am going to do 3 weeks worth of rations for each of us.
Okay. So 21 days times 3, 6 divided by 2. It's 31 gold and 5 silver.
Okay. Can I help you? Jesus. Sorry, Duke just was like, hi, I need all of your attention right now.
Oh.
Hello, I see you, and I love you too, but you're kind of interrupting something. Okay. Sorry, so those 31
gold,
0.5?
5 silver. Yeah.
Okay. So 2, 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 31 is 40, so 40.5. Great. I didn't even have to break into the thing.
Cool. All right. That'll bring us they'll bring us over to Hannibal, who makes his way over to Master Varro's house. Yeah, you go up and knock on the door. It takes a minute. It's like the middle of the day by now. It takes a minute though, and Master Varro eventually comes to the door. Hello. Yes.
Hello, Master Varo. Just letting you know I am leaving town for a while. Don't know when I'll be back. We're going to Khakhui.
Oh, lovely. He like comes and steps out onto the front steps with you. Any particular reason?
I may have found out or learned that my sort of people live there, and I want to meet them.
Oh yes, I've heard of this. The suzerainty arrangement that the Triton have with with Khakhui.
What's that?
I believe it's I've not studied it myself. The politics are quite intricate, but it is some sort of arrangement where it's a human nation with a long storied history, but a human nation that the Tritons are, well, one could say the Tritons are occupying and ruling over, but it's sort of an invited occupation, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Sort of.
Someone with more expertise on the subject would be more helpful for me. I understand there's a bit of history behind it, but off the top of myself, I'm not familiar.
All right.
Will you be? You said you'll be gone for an extended period of time. Yes.
I believe so. Yes. I don't know when we'll be back here.
All right. Well, do you know? Are you familiar with the spell Sending?
We have a pair of sending stones.
All right.
So vaguely.
It would be perhaps helpful if you were to. You're not quite at the stage where you can learn that one yet. I don't believe. Yes.
I don't believe so.
All right. Let me see. I may have a scroll of it that I could give you, and if you find yourself, feeling up to it, then you could add that to your spell book on your travels.
Oh, wunderbar! Thank you, Master Faro.
Oh yes, of course. I would love for you to keep in touch. I've still been studying all of the things that you brought for me, and if you can keep up taking notes on that ring and its capabilities, that would be lovely. And anything else you discover or find on your journeys, I would be most interested in hearing about.
Wunderbar. I still have to remember what these this 5th and 4th level spell scroll I still have are.
I think you did you sell one of those? I think you sold one of those or traded it.
Oh yeah, which one?
I think it was which one was it? I have to go back and check. But yeah, you gave away one of those at Master Xul's for exchange for something.
Correct. Well,
Wand of the War Mage.
Yes, that's right. You're Wander the War Mage.
Yes. I can do that. I'll be doing research as I go anyway. I want to rebuild my laboratory here in the city somewhere. So
That's an admirable goal. I'll be right back. Let me go find that scroll for you. And he goes, and you can see him casting the spell as you recognize his unseen servant as he goes back inside, closes the door behind him. A couple minutes go by, and he comes back out with a very neat. He keeps it actually. It's in like a little like oiled leather tube with like caps on it.
Mhm.
Here you go. That would be your sending scroll. Add that
Oh.
to your spell book as needed when you are prepared.
Wunderbar. I forgot to tell you. I know how we discussed me learning going down the school of evocation.
Yes.
I changed my practice because it makes more sense to what I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
Based on my alchemical background, I started going down the path of transmutation.
Ah, yes, that would make more sense. That's an excellent idea. Well done, well done.
I figured it would make more sense and it'd be easier for me to learn.
Yes, well. Good luck on your journey, and please inform me of any progress you have once you're capable of casting a spell, and I will send you any information I find if there's anything I discover in the area or nearby where you are that may prove helpful.
Wunderbar. Thank you, Master Varo.
Of course. Always happy to help a student.
And I will just nod and have a wonderful day.
You as well.
And yeah, just making my way downtown. Well, over to where Drusilla would have went.
The southern gate?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Drusilla, you come up and you're going to probably get there first because, like, you pretty much, like, while they're going and doing stuff, you are pretty much just doing the travel time. So you arrive first. Yeah, so you're just, like, hanging out by the gate, and as you're sitting there on your elephant, a man exits the city like out through the southern gate. The southern gate is a lot smaller than the other ones you've been through. It's kind of like a little more nondescript. It's got little like it's kind of like just inside of it appears to be some kind of garden area. It's like a much smaller archway of a gate. Your elephant would have a hard time like fitting through it. Kind of like some trees and things planted right up against the walls here. Very great. It's a very nice scene. You've got some like blossoms off some of the trees blowing through the wind, kind of gathering up on the ground as you like swirling in the wind as you are hanging out there. And while you're kind of sitting off to the side, just like waiting for the other two to show up, a man comes walking out of the city. Looks like pack slung over his shoulder. He's got like really close cropped hair. As I take my hat off, really close cropped hair. Looks like it was pretty much shaved and like is in the process of growing back. And like a short stubble beard. Who comes out wearing like pretty raggedy looking clothing, and he like comes out of the city and just like he like goes down the road and gets about like level to where you are on the elephant, stops, and then just like slow turns to look over at you. That's an elephant.
Yeah, it really is.
I gotta be honest, I was just on my way out of the city. I was just about to leave, but I've gotta ask, what's the deal with the elephant?
Well, you see, my brother really wanted to ride an elephant, so then me and my siblings, we went and we bought an elephant to ride. That's about it. Yeah, I said we should get horses, but then Hannibal was like, no, an elephant. Yeah, an elephant.
All right, that makes yeah, I can see the sense there. I can see you can track the line of events. So you just went out. You just decided where we want elephants. You went out and you bought an elephant. That's about what I heard there.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
You know what? I can respect that. I can really respect that. That is, yeah, that's all right. Are you leaving the city?
I mean, not currently, but like, yeah, we are in the process of leaving the city. Yeah.
Are you heading? Are you heading this way?
South.
Yeah, south.
Yeah, that's where we're heading.
Can I ask you a question?
You just did.
That you are correct. Can I ask you another one? Can I ask you this one and another one?
So 2 questions. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm heading this way myself, and I can't help but feel that walking down the road near an elephant would probably scare off any would-be bandits or highwaymen. Mind if I walk the same way at about the same time?
What's your name?
Xanorn.
And what do you do?
Well, I'm trying to figure that out. I've got a kind of a jack of all trades a little bit. At the moment, I'm a little, I can say, between work. But
Can you fight? Can you fly? Can you do magic? Like what do you do?
a little bit of all the above, I'll say.
You can fly?
Well, I can't.
You can fly?
Okay,
You can fly. You don't need an elephant.
Except for that one. I can do a little bit of fighting. I can do a little magic, but nothing too.
Can I see?
Nothing.
Can I see some magic?
Can you see some magic?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, what kind of magic do you want to see?
What kind of magic you got?
Like I said, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, so I can do.
Another fucking bard, huh?
Yeah, he like takes his pack off his shoulder and sets it down, and then like mutters a few things, waves his hands, and then kind of like does like a ta-da motion, and like a shining little spectral image of you on the elephant kind of just like appears over his hands, like an exact copy, and then like he starts like waggling his fingers, and it starts just like walking around in a circle in midair.
Oh, that kind of magic. Okay. Oh well. I would have to ask my siblings, but I mean, I can't. Well, I could stop you. I could very much easily stop you. You don't look like that much of a fight. But if they say yes, sure, you can walk beside us.
All right. Been hitting a bit of a run of bad luck lately, so I'm gonna take this as a sign that my fortunes are changing.
Why? Why have you had bad luck?
Well, he kind of looks. His clothes have kind of got like holes in them. They're tattered. Like his boots are like, you can see one point. Like it's hard to tell from the top immediately, but like looking down, you can see like his sock is poking through the boot in one place. Like just looks like these clothes are a little like old and worn, and he's just carrying the one pack. You don't even like see a coin purse on him. This is like I said, I'm a little between work at the moment.
She's gonna lean down as far as she can on the elephant. So like she's just laying on top of her now. She's like, "You're not a bandit, are you? You're not trying to trick me."
I'm not a bandit. No, I'm not a bandit.
Do I believe? I want an insight check here real quick.
Okay. All right.
All right. Insight. Am I good at that? Yes. That is a 17.
All right. Yeah. No. You get the sense. You definitely get the sense like he's not a bandit. He's not trying to trick you. He's being genuine. This is a guy who's down on his luck, who looking for a break, and looks like he's leaving the city to try and find greener pastures.
Okay. All right. Well, you can just stay there. I got some stuff I gotta discuss with her, so you can just stay over there. I guess
yeah, no, don't.
My siblings.
Yeah, sure. Don't let me interrupt you at all. I'll just hang out over here. And he goes and finds a tree and like sits down against it, takes off his pack, and just closes his eyes and leans his head back.
So if I have 10 minutes, I will ritually cast Speak with Animals again.
Okay.
So I imagine it's been 10 minutes since I cast it.
Oh yeah.
Time.
Oh yeah.
And then she's gonna gently just like stroke the elephant head and be like, "Hi, okay, I'm gonna ask you a little bit of a question, okay?"
All right, that sounds okay.
Of the following names, which one do you like the most? Okay. So there's Ivy, Holly, there's Primrose, Peony, Poppy, Daisy, Violet, or Blossom.
I think I like Holly or Poppy.
Holly or Poppy? Okay. I can work with that. If you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
I don't know. I've never picked my name before.
Well, that's why I'm getting you to pick, because you should always know your name and have a choice in it.
I think I like Poppy.
Poppy. All right. Well, welcome to the family, Poppy.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name's Drusilla, but you can call me Drew.
Okay, Drew.
Oh, I love you so much. And she's gonna point at Xanor and she's like, he's not my sibling. His name's Xanor. He might travel with us, so he's okay. Don't step on him.
Okay.
All right. She's just gonna pat the elephant head, just give scritches on top until her siblings arrive.
Yeah, you're like getting used to like how to, like when you first meet a cat, you like learn what the cat likes, doing the same thing but on a much larger scale. You eventually find that it's like fingertip scritches don't really do it. You need to use like full palm, like just hand
Her weight
rubs.
into it.
Yeah, like in order to get her to really feel it. But yeah, a little bit while later, Hannibal will probably come out through the gate first.
Hello.
You see Drew giving head rubs to your elephant. And there's a guy just kind of hanging out under a tree nearby.
Who are you?
Hey, my name's Xanorn. I was just hanging out over here.
Hi, I'm Hannibal.
Good to meet you, Hannibal.
Hannibal.
Hello.
Her name is Poppy.
Poppy.
Not Natasha. Poppy. She chose it, so we gotta listen to it.
Okay.
Also, that's Xanorn. He wants to travel with us. I said maybe okay, but you and Ilvem have to decide.
Okay. He looks.
Don't experiment on him.
He looks like he needs better clothes.
Yeah, don't take his toes, okay?
I'm not going to take his toes.
All right, good.
Do you need your boot fixed?
He like looks down at the toe and is like, oh yeah, it'd be nice before the next time it rains. It gets a little soggy in there.
I'm gonna poke where his toe's sticking out, push the toe back into the boot, and cast mending on his boot.
All right, yeah, just kind of closes back up and he holds his foot up, wiggles his toe a bit, and he's like, oh, look at that. Thank you very much.
5 gold.
He like starts patting himself.
I'm kidding. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Thank
don't be
you.
mean to him.
I was a kid. Oh my god. Where's Ilvem?
I haven't come back yet.
Maybe he got mugged.
As if I would get fucking mugged.
You should.
Uh,
you should maybe go check on them.
Nah, he'll be fine. Master Varo gave me a spell scroll.
Oh, for what?
Sending, but I'd rather learn it, write it in my spellbook instead of just using it. So I'll be doing that at some point in the future.
Okay. No.
All right. Yeah, and a little while later, Ilvem, like after a couple minutes, Ilvem comes out from the gate as well.
Hey guys!
Hi, Ilvem.
Hi, Ilvem.
This is Xanorn.
Hey, this is Xanorn.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi.
He wants to
What are
travel
you
with us
doing?
for a bit.
Oh, why?
Well, because he's heading the same way as we are, and elephant scares away bandits, he said, so he wants to travel with us.
Yeah, what she said. Strength in numbers kind of thing.
Interesting. Xanon, can I talk to you over here for just a quick second?
Yeah,
Over
sure.
here? Great.
Gets up onto his feet, dusts himself off, picks up his pack, walks over to you. Yeah, what's up?
So, in just like the cheeriest, brightest smile Ilvem can muster, he's like, yeah, so you can definitely travel with us. Heads up, though, you do anything to put either of my siblings in danger, and I am going to systematically rip you apart, inch by inch. So just remember that, okay? And then boop him on his nose.
Yeah, all right, I can respect that.
Also, we're not paying you.
Oh, why would I? Why would you? Why would you pay me? I'm just, sharing the road.
All right, I got you a herbalism kit. I got
yeah.
so many rations. I wasn't really sure how long we were gonna be gone for, like when the next time we were gonna like be somewhere that we could get food at was. So I just figured might as well grab a bunch.
Well, don't worry. I still have half a sparrow.
Oh, great! I love that you still have that.
Oh, it's probably minging, so I'm gonna put that back in the bag of holding.
Have we figured out a name for the elephant yet?
Yeah, she chose her name. Her name's Poppy.
Oh, that's a beautiful name. Nice to
Right.
meet you, Poppy. And I'll like pat her. Hannibal, did Master Varro send a message to Zanfaranth? Hannibal?
Oh, what?
So is that a no?
That is a no. I may
Okay.
have forgotten.
Okay.
You would know also with the sending spell that like you need to know the person you're sending it to. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you could send it on behalf of other people.
So, no. It's fine.
I'm sure she'll figure it out.
She knew where we were at one times without
Yeah.
anyone doing anything.
It's true.
Maybe she just wants to be left alone. Maybe she doesn't want to know where we are.
I think she does.
She just seems like real mean. I don't want her knowing where we are.
You just think she's mean because she scared Willow that one singular time. Speaking of, have you managed to find him yet?
He's a rascal. He's a rascal. I can't find him.
Because if you remember when I gave you my holy symbol to like put on his collar, I could cast a spell to locate him. If you want me to do that right now.
No, I think we should just let Willow be.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are we ready to start our journey? Oh, it's gonna be so.
Of course,
Yeah, let's
I am
go.
ready,
Let's go.
Ilvem.
All right.
Drew's very uncomfortable at the mention of tracking this.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because it's currently in her bag, not on the.
Oh yeah, and Willow has the thing that has the anti-tracking amulet.
Which is why she was like, "Yeah, sure, you can scribe on me."
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
So-
we didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, no
We're
no
just
one
gonna
noticed.
rush past it.
I don't know if Ilvem knows that Drew has that.
Well, he would know. They would know that Drew has it, but they don't know that Drew gave it to Willow.
Yeah, because y'all like specifically gave it to Drew because of like the
shit that she's going-
because of the extra whatever the Fae stuff was going on there, and being like, yeah, this way we can make sure you're not being tracked, and it'll be safer for all of us. And Drew's like, here you go, Fox. Let me just give this to you instead.
So, who's going to steer Poppy?
I will. I can talk to Poppy if we want.
That makes the
so.
most sense.
That makes the most sense. All right.
I'm gonna put a bunch of the rations in the little cargo bags.
Yeah, it looks like they're pretty much basically what they've given you is basically you can picture like duffel bags that have metal eyelets set into them, and then there's just kind of like a series of hooks around the outside of the saddle, so you can just like attach these bags on them. But they also like detach, so you can like carry them with you.
Nice. I forgot to buy a hat.
I have a spare hat.
I'm good.
It's the one that has the big feather in it, or numerous feathers.
Yes, I recall the hat. On the road again.
All right, so you all start heading south.
Yes, we do. We're going
Yeah.
to Khakhui.
As
Khakhui.
y'all
Oh, my name is Ilvem. Yeah. Sorry.
y'all
I love bringing on so much.
so y'all climb up onto Poppy the elephant and start traveling south along the road with Xanorn like he's kind of like walking along beside you. Poppy doesn't go like super fast. Like if he's keeping a brisk pace, he can keep up with you.
We're not going sports mode with Poppy right now.
Sports. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, you're just like riding along. This is like the saddle is pretty comfy. It's like a leather top part to it, like layer, but then the inside seems like it's stuffed with some kind of like soft stuffing, so that way like it's pretty soft. Like there's enough room for like Drusilla's got to sit up to steer, but Hannibal and Ilvem, they can like lay down and relax.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like there's almost like a arc, like the back is like pretty much just a big pillow that runs like the full width of the back of the saddle. So yeah, you can just like lay down, like rest your head on that, and just like watch the path go by as you're just travel down the road.
Ilvem, this was the best purchase we've ever made.
This was such a good idea.
Yeah. For once, I agree with the both of you. Great.
Yeah, is the world gonna end because we're all in agreement right now?
I don't know, when was the last time we were all in agreement since one?
Not one singular time.
I think maybe when we thought that one ambassador guy was a dick.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
we should have said goodbye to them.
Yeah, we should have.
I mean, not
I
the
don't
dick elf
think-
one, but the Stormlords.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
we can turn it around.
Well, we've gone too far. When I learn the sending spell, I can just message them and say, "Hey, miss you."
That's true. How much longer until you're able to cast magic that powerful?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Quite a while. Okay, moving on.
Got it.
I have to be a stronger wizard.
You're gonna get
But
there.
I could just
Don't
use the
worry.
I could just use the scroll that I have that Master Vado gave me. It's a sending scroll. But that
Yeah, but then
that
you
would
won't
be
be
a
able to
waste.
use
I want to
thing.
use it just to transcribe it in my spell book here.
Well, can you transcribe it now and then cast it when you can?
I don't know if that's how it works.
No, I think if you add something to your spell book, it needs to be of a level you can cast.
And I don't have enough gold
I'm
to
not
do
a
it.
wizard.
I don't have enough gold to do that anyway.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you need to
I
be
have
able,
to
you need
buy
to
all
get the
the-
supplies.
I have to buy the paper. Oh, shit! They didn't buy paper or ink.
Oh, you should have told me. I was at the market.
Well, you don't. Yeah, the paper you have in your spell book, but yeah, you need the special ink.
Yeah, I didn't get the special ink. Oops. It's almost like I'm new to being a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I thought...
Yeah, for each level of the spell, it takes 2 hours and 50 gold pieces.
Yeah.
So sending is a 3rd level spell, I think.
Unless
It
it's a
is.
transmutation spell, in which case
Yeah.
it goes by quicker.
True.
I don't think sending is
Wait.
transmutation.
Sending, let me look at right quick because I have it. Sending is evocation.
God damn it. Well, everything will fall into place.
That's true.
We have Moloch
Yeah.
here. Moloch's here. We have
Moloch's here.
Snap, because I haven't done anything different to find familiar. We still have Abacus.
We got Poppy.
We're a menagerie almost.
Willow's
What's
gonna show up at
menagerie?
some point.
I don't actually know.
Yeah, what is a menagerie?
I think it's a collection of animals.
Yeah, that'd be correct. Yep.
Or am I
Collection of
thinking?
animals.
Or am I thinking menage a trois? Anyways,
No, that's something
What's
else.
that? What is it?
yeah. What is it?
Do you know what a menage a trois is, anyone?
I think I've heard of it. I think it's a fair
What-
thing.
What do you think it is?
Why don't you Ilvem, your name was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you happen to know, or?
Yep. But
What-
they
what
asked
is it?
you.
Well, but you're their sibling, so I wouldn't want to step in any family affairs here.
That's fair. So, menage a trois is when 3 people get together to
Oh, so that's us up top here.
cupcakes.
We're the menage a trois then.
We're not, because we're not gathered for this express purpose of eating cupcakes.
Oh. I
But
don't-
if we got cupcakes.
Yeah, if we got
No,
cupcakes.
it wouldn't count because we have to, because we've already come together under a different cause. Even if we were to eat cupcakes, it doesn't actually count because it only counts when the 3 people come together for the express purpose of eating those cupcakes, and then
Oh,
Mhm.
then they part.
is it a sex thing, Ilvem?
No, it's a cupcake thing.
Oh, okay, cool. I have learned something new today.
I'm just gonna like whisper under my breath and like, Sid's gonna be so mad about this one.
I'm gonna pop Abacus away. So, what are we gonna do? We're sitting on this elephant the entire way.
I could play us a little ditty.
Okay.
I could tell a joke. I know one joke. That's about
I could
it.
also tell us a joke. Do you
Ilvem.
want to hear mine?
Oh, yeah.
Drusilla.
What?
Oh, that was a good joke.
Thank you.
I didn't hear it. I wasn't paying attention. I was steering Poppy for the moment. You say it again?
Drusilla.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's the joke.
No, that's me.
Well,
Yeah. Things could be two things.
it's not funny if you have to explain it.
That's a bad joke. I don't like that joke. 0 out of 10. Don't like it.
I'll live.
Will you?
Probably not if those cold fire armor things show up.
Yeah.
Why would they show up? There's no reason for them to show up, right?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't shown up since then, so like,
Well, don't say that
I think-
now.
Roll initiative. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Poppy can step on everyone and hit them with her trunk and tusks.
I hope Poppy doesn't get murdered.
Poppy
suck.
is.
I would,
Don't even put that energy out into the world.
when I get the capabilities of casting Revivify as an artificer, I would most certainly waste a diamond. Not waste a diamond, but cast it on Poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also would if I ever got the chance.
So we could play a game of secrets.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think I already told you one of my secrets about cutting off somebody's ear and keeping it. Did I tell you that one?
Yes.
Okay. I have no more secrets then.
Huh.
Oh, I murdered somebody at the Onyx Cabaret. Onyx Cat.
What?
What?
You
Which
what?
kind of person? Was it like a patron?
No, it was one of the raiders. Marauders?
Oh, that's not even murder at that point,
I
probably.
stood on
maybe.
their neck because they were like burnt really badly, and I stood on their neck, put my hand on their face, and cast Firebolt
Gruesome.
because they could have
Wow.
hurt Moloch. Because Moloch was left behind at the Onyx Cat.
Yeah.
He didn't get hurt, did he?
No, he's fine.
Okay, that's good. That's
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry, did you all say you had a run in with some raiders?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not a bandit. I did check.
No, I was just
But
asking
are you a
that.
raider?
No,
Are
I
they
heard
two
about that.
different things?
What?
They two different things?
I
I
don't know.
don't think so. Probably not. Their stat blocks are probably the same.
What does that mean?
What's a stat
Uh,
block?
I don't know. On like a wanted poster at the very bottom, they put in like a
Oh.
little block. They use a
Yeah.
block to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He says, no, I heard about that business by the river. Heard about some.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got close to that.
Yeah, we fought it.
Yeah.
We fought about it.
Oh wow, okay. Wow, all right. I picked the right people to travel with then. I would have just steered clear. If some Manfield Raiders came to town, I'd just steer clear. But
We defeated it all by ourselves, mostly, not really.
either way, that sounds pretty impressive.
It was all Ilvem and Sid. They were inside the.
Did blow that thing
Yeah.
up.
I
did-
was a
Who's-
wolf. I'm
Who's
mom.
Sid?
Sid's our brother, but he's not with us right now because he's doing some training.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, you're going along the road right now. At this point, the road kind of like slopes up and then curves around, pretty close to like where the coast just kind of becomes pretty sheer cliffs, probably like 60, 70 feet high, down to a crashing beach down below. Beautiful view out over the ocean from here,
Oh,
as the road kind of like curves pretty close to that. Down to your right or down to your left, you can see like distant woods and at this point a lot of farmland and like ranches and things of like very spotted houses spread out from each other in this area that's still pretty close to civilization and the city, but like far enough out to have some space.
man, I would really love to go get some crabs from that beach.
Looks like a little bit of a drop there.
Xenon, go get me. Ah, fine. We have rations. I have half a sparrow still.
Yeah, it's best to just like not think about his eating habits.
I have toenails, but I can't eat those.
I'm getting that impression, yeah.
Not the weirdest thing he's
Sandorn,
eaten.
do you like mayonnaise?
By itself or on things?
I have this alchemy jug full of mayonnaise.
All right.
What does it go on?
Probably best with bread, mostly, and then
Oh,
anything else you
heaven.
want to put with the bread.
Oh, that's a good idea. 1 second. Ilvem, did you happen to get any bread with these rations?
No, bread goes bad pretty quickly.
Looks at her bag full of the breadsticks that she stole from that dinner the one time.
It was like several days. You just open up your bag and look in, and it's just like green fuzz growing on all of them.
Drusilla, do you have any
Mm.
bread?
Yeah, do you want some?
Yes, please. Thank you.
She'll hand him some moldy
It's
breadsticks.
it's not even like little bits of mold. It's like full on just like big splotches of green and blue.
You
all
just
up and
have
down
to
it.
scrape it away. So I pull up my scythe and start scraping some of the fuzz off.
Just getting it all over on the saddle as you're doing this.
Cut the breadstick in half, like
Okay.
down the middle,
That was like long ways or short ways.
long ways.
Okay.
Take out the half the sparrow. Put it between. Take some of the mayonnaise out. Put some of the mayonnaise on the other half.
Okay.
Make it a little sandwich and go. I think this is the right way to do it, right, Xenon?
Yeah.
I mean,
Half a sparrow just like limply flopping and they shake it around, right?
you're not entirely wrong, I guess.
This
Uh,
does feel like Sid's kind of area of stepping in, so I'm gonna let it happen.
Take a bite, like
All right.
crunch into everything.
So, you you didn't quite get all the mold, so it's kind of tangy.
Yeah, I know mold. It's
From
real
that-
bad.
Yeah.
Just
Can I
Some
make a
penicillin.
Constitution saving throw to see if I vomit?
Yes.
Crunch.
That half a sparrow is gross, is like rotting.
How about the mayonnaise? Does it do anything to help?
The mayonnaise does, there's a bit of vinegar in there. It does improve things marginally.
Ugh.
I got a
Definitely.
7.
It's all right. Yeah, Hannibal, you also make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
You eat a lot, but moldy bread and half a rotten sparrow covered in mayonnaise might be
14.
Okay, so Hannibal, you managed to like gulp that down, and like it tastes horrible, and like you can feel your stomach like rebelling immediately, like within 10 minutes. Like
Yeah.
there's just this gurgling sound coming from Hannibal.
The rest of the sandwich, I'm just gonna toss behind me off the elephant. Just no, that's fine.
Yeah, Ilvem yaks over the side of Poppy.
Oh
you
god.
okay?
Ugh.
Need some peppermint?
I would love some
So-
peppermint.
Let me see if I have any gravel in my bag.
Is it gravel?
Gravel.
Oh, it's just like gravel. It's like, here you go, just a handful of gravel.
If Drusilla can get some peppermint.
I need to get that taste out of my mouth. Scoop some mayonnaise in.
Does she have peppermint in her herbalism kit? No. Oh.
Well, I no longer have half a
Next-
sparrow.
For the best, I feel.
We are a testing family.
Hate that. Are we a testing family?
No.
No, it's just you. It's just you.
Huh. What did you even get for rations, Ilvem?
There's lots of jerky, dried berries, nuts, other various things that you can eat for long periods of time. Some very dry crackers.
Oh, Drew, you might want to throw your bread out, by the way.
Oh.
Just dump it up the back of the elephant.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like really unfortunate because I'm both very hungry right now and now also
Same.
very repulsed. Like,
Also, the herbalism kit doesn't actually have herbs in it. It's
Yeah.
got all of the like tools to harvest and process herbs. So it's like got the mortal and pestle and like clippers and shears and things like that.
So then Drew's keeping an eye out for peppermint plants.
can you
Yeah,
like
you can
make peppermint with like Druidcraft? Is that a thing that Druidcraft can do?
Druidcraft.
Do you even have Druidcraft? Or
I
am
do
just
have
being helpful?
Druidcraft, but
Funny if you didn't.
they have to physically be plant physically has to be there to use Druidcraft on.
What?
Oh, yeah, you can make like flowers bloom.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do it with a seed pod. So like if you had seeds of
but I
a
don't
plant,
have-
you could just like grow a plant out of the seed. That's pretty cool.
Do I have
All right.
seeds?
Okay, we'll start buying seeds next time we're out of town so that you can just like create
Yeah,
shit.
okay. But like mint is wild. Mint grows
Oh, yeah.
everywhere. So she's
There
looking for
are
it.
seeds in the rations.
Are
There
you
we go.
peppermint? Nope. Are you peppermint? Nope.
We experiment. Do you think
Sunflower.
I have toenails? Those aren't seeds though, but
I would hate to see what grows from those.
mold, fungus, jam.
No, she's steering Poppy and looking for mint.
I have these toenails to make potions out of. Eventually.
Great.
Yes, you can find Drusilla, as you're steering along, you can find some mints. You can like scurry back over Poppy, go down, like lower the ladder down, go grab some, and then just like climb back up after you get some peppermint leaves.
She will give one leaf to Ilvem and one leaf to Hannibal. Just chew on it.
Thanks.
Just chew on it.
Okay.
It'll get the taste out of your mouth.
Tastes
It's working
minty.
wonders.
I don't think I like it.
And don't spit it out.
No, I'll swallow it.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. As you're riding along, eventually, like the sun starts to set. It's really pretty because you're staying pretty close to the coast at this point. So like for a bit, as you're still riding along, you're on basically the western coast. So like the sun is setting over the ocean and is starting to turn a bright orange, and whatever low hanging clouds are out over the sea start to like light up this bright orange light as the sky begins to purple and turns into a dusky color around you. Probably gets to be the time you're gonna want to look for camp.
All right.
You do see signs on the road indicating that as you continue in this direction, it pretty much seems like if you just continue based on what you've been told, what you've heard, if you want to get to Khakhui, if you just keep going south along the coast because it is a coastal nation, you will get there. You do see signs indicating that the next major town along the route is called Rutaiba, and you'd probably be getting in that vicinity tomorrow.
All right. Snap Abacus back.
Okay.
Abacus, you're going to be looking for a place for us to nestle down nicely.
Okay. You gonna send Abacus out looking?
Yep.
Inspire Abacus by giving him a little pat on his head and being like, "You're gonna do so good, buddy. Find us a good spot."
What's your inspiration die?
A D6.
Cool.
All right. Eventually, yeah. Eventually, you see Abacus like he circles up and starts flying around, swooping around. Eventually, after like maybe 20 minutes, he starts to just circle localized over one spot, off like forward and to your left as you're riding.
I'm gonna look through Abacus's eyes.
Okay. He is circling over what appears to be an abandoned, like what's left of an abandoned farmhouse, so it has some amount of shelter and walls to it still.
I will relay that information.
Kind of like backed up into a little, like clearing, or it's like a little pocket clearing next to like a semicircle of shrubs and bushes.
Excellent. Abacus found an abandoned farmhouse with some shrubs and some stuff.
Oh, nice.
Is there a place for Poppy?
I assume so.
Yeah, it looks like there's plenty of room, like out next to the house and in front of it.
There's a ton of places. There's a lot.
Do you think we have to like tie Poppy up for the night? You know, like how you like corral a horse? Is corral the right word that I'm thinking of? I don't know.
We can.
Well, we can try.
Maybe you could just like ask her if she's planning on wandering away or if she'll stay at the house.
How far away is the farmhouse? Because if it takes us 10 minutes to get there, I can do that for you.
Yeah, it's probably about another 10 minutes to get there, get around, go find a path over to it. Yeah.
About another 10 minutes.
Alright, cool. Then we will head in that direction, and I will start ritually casting and speak with animals.
Okay. You guys speak with animals. You can, as you're coming into view of the farmhouse, you can see it. It's like clearly been abandoned for years. It's like tucked away, kind of like behind a section of trees that's like beside the road. You kind of have to like find a little path through that to get to it. So it's like kind of secluded off to one side, sheltered from the road, and also like sheltered from all sides. And it has like some holes in the roof and stuff, but will provide some protection from the elements. Like you may have some room to pitch a tent inside the house, but it will then be like a little bit more protection and shelter than just being outside. And as you get into that area, there's like, like a side yard basically. Looks like where a garden used to be. That's kind of just a bunch of overgrown tall grass. And as you get into that area, you can speak with Poppy.
Hi, Poppy. How you doing?
I'm good. I like getting to walk.
Okay. I love that you're getting to walk. So we are gonna have to stop for the night because it's getting dark and they need to sleep.
I'm getting tired.
Okay. Well, we're gonna just stop right here at this house, and you can take a rest. Will you stay, or are you planning on walking away from us?
Oh no, I'll stay. I'll stay.
You'll stay. We don't have to tie you up.
Oh no.
No, I don't want to tie you up. So.
Yeah, that doesn't sound nice.
It's not nice. I don't like it. But if you're planning on staying and you're gonna be here in the morning, we won't tie you up.
Okay.
Alright. She says she's good. We don't need to tie her up. She'll stay.
Oh, wunderbar.
Perfect.
Thank you, Poppy. Pat, pat, pat.
Hannibal says thank you, Poppy.
You're welcome.
She says you're welcome.
Oh, excellent.
Can you take my saddle off before I sleep, though?
Yeah, we can do that.
Of course we can do that if I know that was asked.
She will be like, guys, how do we take the saddle off?
They taught us how to take the saddle off.
Yeah, they did. They showed you how to do it.
The three of us strong enough to take the saddle off.
Hannibal is strong enough to do it by his damn self.
I only have 15 strength. 14 strength.
It's the highest, still just the highest in the party.
Yeah.
And besides, we got Xanorn. Xanorn can help.
Xanorn.
Yeah.
Are you strong?
Yeah.
I'm not strong.
Are you stronger than me?
I don't particularly want to find out, but I can help you with whatever you need. What's up?
Just help me.
On a scale of like 1 to 20, how would you put your strength?
I don't know. I don't really usually rate things on a scale of 1 to 20.
Let's just help me take the saddle off of Poppy here.
All right. Yeah, you can come over and help. You can like undo the buckles and things that strap it around, and like so it actually helps if like you get Poppy over next to the house and have someone stand on the roof, like so you can like as she comes
Yeah.
up and stands next to it, so you can like get everything off, and then she kind of like steps out from underneath and you lower it down onto the ground, and then she
Wunderbar.
like you can get it off. Or there's like a blanket underneath that you can pull off as well. Yeah, and then she just kind of like goes over and just like finds her way over into like the garden and bushes and just starts like wrapping her trunk around like bundles of greenery and pulling it into her mouth and just starts eating.
I'm gonna
Um,
prestidigitation her blanket clean because it's probably sweaty and gross.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look around the area, see if I can find anything worth eating for tonight that isn't rations.
Okay. Xanorn was actually looks like he was planning on doing the same thing. So when he sees you, he's like, "Oh, can I come with you? Mind if I help?"
Of course, if you try to stab me while we're alone, I will kill you.
Sounds reasonable.
Let's go.
All right. Make a survival check with advantage as he assists.
Alrighty, survival. That's a 12 minus 1. 11.
All right. That was with
Low
advantage.
wisdom. Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. Yeah, you don't manage to find any animals to hunt or anything, but you do manage to find like a couple of berries and some mushrooms that you're able to identify as edible, and things. You're like, okay, you managed to find enough stuff that's not poisonous. It's not going to be like
Yeah.
cooked meal or anything, but it's like fresh fruit, fresh berries and fresh mushrooms.
Well, this is the best we can do, Xanlorn.
Oh yeah, well better than nothing. Better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
While they're gone, I'll like set up the tents.
Okay.
I'll help as best I can, while
Okay.
also not really knowing what a tent is or does.
At some point, you see Poppy after Poppy eats like 2 straight entire bushes like clean. She just like circles around for a second, then just like lays down on her side.
Just like hard eyes, like I love.
Whoa,
so much.
tremor.
We have had Poppy for all of one day, and if anything were to ever to happen to her, I would murder everybody and then myself.
Same.
Yeah, I'll come back with Xanlorn with the berries and the mushrooms, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I could find were berries and mushrooms.
That's okay. We can fry them up with some jerky. It'll be great.
Oh, good idea. Like, add some mayonnaise to it.
Nope, we're not
Because
going
I
to do
made
that.
all this mayonnaise for no reason.
Yeah, you should probably just get rid of it.
I have to wait till the next dawn to refill the liquid inside. It's 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
You can't just dump it out somewhere?
Oh, good idea. And just start.
Hate that.
Dumps out to, like pretty much like mostly 2 gallons of mayonnaise just like into the grass.
They hate it here.
Ugh, so gross.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go home, please.
This is your home, Drusilla.
I know.
The wilderness.
Why do you want to get out?
You on drugs. Get on drugs.
So what are we gonna do for watches? Obviously, Drusilla's gonna take up at least 4 hours of watching because she only goes into that weird trance thing she does for 4 hours out of the night.
Weird.
But then I guess like I can take a watch. Xanorn, you're gonna take a watch with me.
All right.
I can go first
Okay,
with Abacus.
this sounds good.
Like, are we like camping inside the house, outside the house?
You said I could set the tents up in the house, right?
Yeah, there's like pretty much a big central room. It's almost like a 1-room cabin basically.
And yeah, I set the tents up inside.
All right,
Mhm.
I'll patrol the perimeter of the house, make sure Poppy's okay outside, that kind of thing.
Perfect.
All right, we can eat first, and then
Yes, let's eat.
do we have
Mhm.
anything to cook these in? Like a pan, a pot?
You
Oh,
know,
never mind.
I hadn't thought about getting one of them when I went to the market.
That reminds me, I dump out the chair pieces And
Oh,
start
lovely.
casting mending and repair 2 dining chairs.
Oh,
Okay.
that's gonna be so nice for the watch too.
And then I dump out enough. Oh man, I dump out everyone's bedding, all 4 pieces of bedding, so Xanorn can have Sid's bedding for tonight. And then
He's just sitting there like, well, that's not something you see every day.
That's a bag of holding. I made it myself.
I'm gonna like set up the tent so they're like these super comfortable, just like nests at this point with all the bedding.
Oh, who's sleeping with Xanorn?
I can
Oh
do it.
no, you're tense. I got my bag as a pillow. I can. Well, you gave me this bedding, so I can like grab a spot on the porch or something.
I'd prefer if you slept somewhere I could see you.
All right. I mean, if you're gonna invite me in, I guess I won't say no.
Yeah.
All right. He, like gathers up his pillows and blankets and like sets them up on his side of the tent.
Great. Well, good night.
What about?
Oh wait, no, we haven't eaten yet.
Wait, food.
So yeah,
Sorry.
we have to find something to cook this on. And wood.
Anybody have a helmet?
Is there anything in the house?
Yeah, let's go in the house see if we have like stuff.
Yeah.
sort of-
Yeah, give me an investigation check to like search around the house,
Yeah,
see
we
if you can
gotta
find
I'd like to
anything.
inspire. I'd like to inspire. I'm gonna play a flute song.
Okay.
I would also like to investigate around that.
Yeah.
So somebody take a d6.
Yes, please.
Don't need it, baby.
Yeah, I got a 7 plus 3. Or wait, hold on. I didn't add my
Natural
I didn't
20.
add my investigation score.
Natural 20 for 21, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I got a 12. I used my inspiration to get a 12.
Okay. Yeah, Drusilla, you like Hannibal. You're looking around. You're just like kind of sifting through like rotted and broken furniture and stuff. But Drusilla, yeah, you go into what the area looks like it probably was a kitchen near the hearth, and you can find in the hearth, still hanging up, the full like metal stand with a soup pot that'll hang from it, and it looks like it's maybe needs to be cleaned out a little bit, but for the most part, still fully intact. And then in a rotted out cabinet, you can like shuffle aside some pieces and find again slightly needs to be cleaned, but still functional, basically a cast iron skillet.
We'll take the skillet and bring it over to Ilvem. Like, there you go.
Oh, perfect.
I'll gather that broken furniture and like kind of put it in a pile so I can light it on fire.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
like,
there's enough of a hole in the ceiling that basically makes a chimney.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just firebolt it.
Mm-hmm. Just in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Okay. It illuminates the room and it gives you a great view of the stone fireplace over in the side.
Shit.
Yeah, there was that. It's got the little, soup
Yeah.
pot hanging thing.
Yeah, and the soup pot thing, it's not set into the stone. It's like a freestanding thing, so that could be taken with you and like set up over a campfire as well if you wanted.
Oh, there's a fireplace. Too late.
I mean, yeah, I'm not picking up the fire and putting it in the fireplace.
Oh, hold on. Mage hand.
Just start taking pieces of flaming wood and just tossing them over
Yeah.
into the fireplace. All right, yeah, you can do that. You get a good fire going. Looks like the chimney still works.
That's
I'll
good.
cook up
Yeah.
a nice stir fry.
Yeah, I mean, even if the chimney didn't work, there's like a 6-foot wide hole in the ceiling that like it would just kind of go out that way.
So mushrooms, berries, and jerky.
Yeah.
Not a bad meal.
Definitely not the worst meal you've had all day, Hannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put together the dinner. Xanorn pulls out like a piece, some of like the hard crackers out of his bag and is eating those over kind of by himself.
Oh, I make him up a plate, and I'm like, nah, don't do that.
Oh, thanks. I didn't
Make
want
us
to.
feel bad for you.
No, I didn't want to assume, but
I'm using mage hand to feed myself while reading just a book.
Just any old book.
Yeah, probably the one about the plains.
okay. While you're all eating, Xanorn's eating off his plate and is like, so I didn't. If you don't mind me asking, where are y'all headed to?
Khakhui.
Oh, cool.
Where are
You
you
ever
headed?
been there? What?
Where are you headed?
I've never really picked a place. I'm kind of, just kind of wandering, trying to find my spot, trying to find a place, trying to find better luck, that kind of thing. You ever been to Khakhui before?
Nope.
Nope.
It's a nice place. I've been there once or twice.
Yeah, how is it? How do they do things there? What's it about? What is it about?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's it about?
What do they got going on there?
Can you be a little more specific? It's a whole country. They've got a lot going on.
Nope.
All right. Well, we'll see. They're kind of the back when they were an ancient empire back in the day. They're the ones that kind of conquered and colonized this entire coastline, basically all the way up to the northern northern end up here, and a bunch of the islands, if I remember correctly.
Oh, interesting.
But that kind of receded. They went back. Everyone got their independence and everything. But now they've got some deal where a bunch of Triton kind of run the place.
Interesting. And where are they?
I think they're in the 3 major cities of the place.
Okay.
Up and around the coast. 'Cause the whole place kind of fits into a giant bay. It's pretty much its own sea, really, but like kind of
Ooh,
cordoned off by
that's
the landmass.
exciting.
The 3 cities are around the inside there. Yeah. There was something with like. There was something where like the ruler and one of his kids died, and then like the 3 kids that were left were fighting over the place, trying to decide who should run it, and like we're tearing the place apart. But their mom had apparently had some kind of friendship with the Triton, so basically, since her kids were tearing the country apart, asked the Triton to step in and kind of like cut off the I think she might have had her kids arrested. I'm not exactly sure, but something along the lines of something now Triton run the place for them because her kids couldn't really get their stuff together.
And are these Triton nice people?
Seems like as nice as anybody else.
All right. Well, thank you, Xandorn.
Oh yeah, happy to help.
I think I'll go start my patrol now, everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna head to bed.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess I'll join you in the tent then.
I will meditate outside the tent.
So wait, who's doing second watch? Ilvem?
Me and Xanon are gonna do second watch.
All right. And I will take Moloch out of my coat. Moloch, you can have the leftovers of dinner, I think, that are in the pan.
He's getting. You look at. By the way, you look at him. And it's been a while since you've had a chance to like just kind of sit down with Moloch and like.
Yeah.
You realize like as you're pulling him out of your pocket, like it's a little snug.
Oh,
And like as you pull him out, he's gotten a little bit bigger. He's gotten a little like he's not he's still a puppy, but he's getting bigger.
Moloch, wait till you're a full size. Wait till you're full grown death dog. Then it'll be really exciting. You'll no longer fit in my coat though. Wish I could speak to you. Anyways, pat him on the head, pat,
Mm-hmm.
and then go outside. Start my patrol. Just walking around the farmhouse as slowly as I can. Not as slowly as I can, but so I can at least look around, make sure Poppy's not been killed or ran off.
Yep. Hannibal. Moloch just like peeks his head out as you leave, and so like sniffs around, but like he's kind of following after you, like trying to keep you in sight, but is like also curious about everything. Like goes over and like sniffs at Poppy, and like Poppy moves, and then he like backs up and scurries away, and then like runs off after you, and like sticks to your leg for a minute after like Poppy like looks at him basically.
All right.
I love our pet.
I scoop him up, kind of put him back in the coat.
Okay. All right. So everybody goes, rests up, and starts meditating. So Hannibal, give me your perception check for your watch.
Man, I never roll good as Hannibal. It's a bummer. 11.
Okay. Pretty uneventful watch. You circle around. You pass by Poppy a few times. Like, give her some pets.
I miss
But,
Merc.
but yeah, your watch ends uneventfully.
Okay, I'll go back in and... Ilvem,
Yeah.
your turn.
My
nothing,
turn?
nothing happened. Nothing eventful. Rather boring.
I'm gonna shake Xanorn awake.
Yeah.
It's our turn, buddy.
All right. He gets out of bed.
And before I lay down, I'm going to start making another one of my alchemical elixirs.
Okay.
Because I can do that during a long rest, so...
Yeah, Xanon will follow you out of the tent outside and just... So, any particular thing, or you just, keep an eye out?
Just keeping an eye out. I'm gonna pull the 2 dining room chairs out front so we can just sit on the porch area and watch.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, he sits down with you and just... Yeah, you prefer watch in silence kind of guy, or...
If you want to chat, we can chat.
I don't know, might help me keep awake, but...
Yeah. You kind of... No offense, but you do kind of look like you've fallen on some rough times.
Yeah, I was telling your sister about that. I have.
You want to talk about it?
Oh, just nothing big and exciting. Just kind of series of small things. Just hard time finding work, ran out of funds, that kind of stuff.
That sucks.
Yeah. Hoping my luck's turning around though. I'm feeling better now.
That's good.
Yeah.
So is there anywhere specifically you want to go, or
I'm kind of just going wherever things take me at this point. I'm not particularly picky. I've heard of places maybe I want to see someday, but I don't know if I necessarily want to. I don't know if I necessarily want to go right now. Maybe I want to get my feet under me first, and then before I go sightseeing.
Fair. So what kind of work do you do? What kind of training do you have under your belt?
Well, it's a little thing I don't necessarily like to talk about, but I guess you could call it maybe military training, kind of. Little bit, not a lot though.
Yeah. What kind of military training?
Nothing worth. I don't like to talk about it too much, but I grew up around some. Grew up in an area with some elves, and kind of I trained a little bit in their. We thought of ourselves as kind of the get shit done group.
Interesting. I've gone through some military training myself.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of specialized in getting answers out of people.
Yeah,
So-
that's yeah.
So where did you say you were from again?
I kind of didn't.
I noticed.
Yeah. Have you said where you're from?
Nope.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yep.
Yep.
Just a couple of people with some secretive military training under their belts
Mm-hmm.
from places untold.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
I really don't want to have to kill you,
Oh, I wouldn't want you to have to kill me either. That doesn't sound like a fun time for anybody.
It'd be kind of a fun time for me.
Oh well, that wouldn't be fun for me. So I'll stick with. I don't want it to happen.
Yeah, good idea. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not like a very trustworthy. You don't instill a feeling of trust. So
Yeah, I've gotten that before. Yeah.
interesting
sure.
name, Xanorn.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of the Game of Secrets?
Not by name. Maybe a version of it though.
It's a game we played a lot in my childhood.
Mm.
So I initiated the game, so you lead with a secret, and then I respond in kind.
Okay. So I tell you just any kind of secret.
Any kind of secret.
Okay. Let me think for a second. There is a councilman back in Pyre where we were, who is well, I suppose the best way I could describe this, and in the least creepy way possible, there's a council member back in Pyre who lives in Old Town that is in love with a dead woman.
That doesn't seem so strange.
I think the weird part is that he fell in love with her. They never actually met. He fell in love with her after she died.
Is she like undead, or is she like dead, and he's just like super into corpses?
I don't think it's the corpse thing. I think it's the like kind of the idea of the stories and her hearing about her and stuff. I don't know if there's an undead thing going on there, but you hear things.
Do you know who this woman is?
I think that'd be a different secret.
Oh, you're good at this. Okay, my secret. Oh, there's so many juicy ones. I am from a country whose name I can't pronounce, but Ilvem can pronounce it.
Okay.
It's like Farathun or something.
Farathan. You're very close.
Oh, I was so close. I'm from a little country called Farathun, and I am terrified that we're gonna end up back there one day.
That's a long way off. That's all the way across the ocean, right?
I know. I was so thrilled when I figured out where Pyre was in the world.
When you figured out where Pyre was, did you get there without knowing where it was?
Now that is another secret.
I suppose it is. While you two are talking, and I have perception, I'll say just make a perception check with advantage because he's assisting.
13.
Okay. Uneventful night. You two can keep kind of chit-chatting away.
All right. After our watch, I'll like just go like nudge Drew and be like, "Hey, I'm going back to bed now."
Okay. She will get out of her meditation position, almost ready to thorn whip Ilvem for touching her in their sleep. She realizes who it is, stops, and is like, "All right, cool." And then we'll go outside, and they kind of do concentric circles, getting larger.
Okay.
So that she's not just walking around, but she's walking around in the forest area.
Okay. Perception check for your watch.
Perception check. I'm good at those. I'm not. Apparently. That is a 17 plus 7.
Okay.
What do I need for?
Immediately. It's easy. You spot slight bit of movement off in the woods. Leaves caught on moonlight that rustle a little bit. Little pair of eyes. Little beady nose.
Hello?
Willow pokes his head out from underneath some leaves in a bush.
Scritches. Hi. She'll bend down to like, go to Scritches.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you're Jack. Does he still have the?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, whew. All right, and she will kind of just continue her watch,
Mm-hmm.
telling Willow all about Poppy.
Do you speak with animals during your watch to talk to Willow?
Yeah.
Okay. You like pass by both of them and like introduce the two of them to each other.
Yeah.
Or no, Poppy's
Willow?
asleep. Poppy's asleep.
Willow, this is Poppy. Poppy is also going on an adventure with us.
Poppy is very big.
Poppy's very big, but Poppy's very gentle. She won't hurt you.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So, how you been?
Good.
Did you follow all the way, or did you just happen upon us?
I followed.
You followed? Have you seen anything out here?
No, I haven't.
No? Oh, that's good. Is the dragon still at the place?
I don't know. I ran.
You ran. Okay, that's acceptable. All right. All right. Are you gonna continue to follow us, or are you gonna go on your own way?
I will follow.
You're gonna follow. All right. Thank you. All right. Are you gonna help me keep watch tonight?
Yes, I can do that.
All right. Well, let's take some watches, and then she'll continue with her patrol.
Okay. All right. Eventually, morning arrives. Everybody wakes up as the sun filters into the house. You can see like the floorboards were starting to like char and smolder a little bit, and like that's right. You put it into the fireplace.
Yeah.
There, you can see now in the light of day, like, oh yeah, if we'd let that burn, if it kept burning, we might have lit the house on fire.
Uh-oh.
You're smart.
I'll finish up the I wake up, finish the rest of my elixir. It is a potion of healing.
Okay.
Nice.
It does 2d4 plus my spellcasting modifier. So I slide that into my bandolier, and I'll prepare my artificer spells for the day.
Okay. Real quick.
Ruh-roh.
Hannibal, middle of the night. At some point, you had to get up to go to the bathroom,
Oh, okay.
and you step out of the house and go walk, do your business. And you just, as you step off, just hear. As you look down and realize you step right in the pile of mayonnaise.
Oh,
You dumped onto the ground.
beautiful. Wipe my boot off on the grass. These
Yep.
are nice boots too.
It's covered in mayonnaise now.
Oh.
This
Okay.
is like
At
this is
least
like
it's not
middle of the
elephant
night.
Shit.
Middle of the night, yeah.
So there's mayonnaise footprints in the house.
Yeah. So yeah, when you all wake up, there's just like fading footprints of mayonnaise that lead to Hannibal's tent. Like, but only like one. This is like the right boot print.
I'm
Huh.
gonna do my morning prestidigitation to freshen up
Okay.
because I am what? Vain.
Ella is happily playing with Willow.
Yeah, you all look over and you can see Willow's back.
Oh, yay!
Nice.
Find like a twig to like play fetch with. I was like, all right, go get this and bring it back to me, okay? We'll play.
Okay.
Play fetch.
What's that around his neck?
Hmm?
Around
Oh,
his
yeah.
neck.
What is that?
So, throw out the stick as where again. What's what?
That didn't look like my holy symbol.
Oh, you must be mistaken.
Comes running back.
That's definitely not my holy symbol.
Throw the stick again. Yeah.
Was
Don't worry
that
about
the anti-scrying thing?
Don't worry about it.
What the
So
fuck?
we could have been getting tracked by those things then.
Don't worry about it.
I gave you literally my most prized possession.
Do you want it back?
Yes, I want it back.
I'm just gonna
She'll
stand
just
up
toss
and
it over.
leave this awkward situation. Just nope.
You go
What
outside.
a
You like walk
monster.
outside and you see Xanorn just like leaning against the wall on the outside, just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but that doesn't sound
We'll
good.
just toss the holy symbol. Like not even a second, but just toss it.
and just snatch it, and then like, and kind of like his like, Ilvem's like voice starts getting like more and more high pitched as they're like reaming Drew out. It's like getting like a bit more hysterical, and like, and they're just gonna like stomp
This
out
is
of the
why I
house.
don't like you.
Yeah, you're a horrible little bridge troll, and I hope you fall into elephant shit, you disgusting little cretin.
I'm not the disgusting one here.
Says the one who smells like that, and I'm gonna slam the door.
There isn't a door.
Mime slamming a door.
Yeah,
Like you reach over to grab it, and there's just nothing there, and
and then there's just like another like scream of like, ah!
I'm gonna
So,
throw my boomerang at Ilvem, just trying to knock him on the back of the head.
so Xenorn.
yeah.
Ugh.
Quiet, bitch.
I don't want to talk to them right now, but I prepared 2 spells for today that should be useful.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Purify food and drink, just in case,
Yeah, that sounds useful.
and Sanctuary.
Ooh, don't know what that one does, but that sounds cool.
Thank you.
I got a dirty 20 on the boomerang.
Ilvem, as you go away, you just hear, and then a boomerang just like bounces off the back of your head.
I'm gonna murder you.
Well,
There's 16.
I think I have to go deal with this, Xenorn.
Yeah, probably gonna. I'm gonna work on that saddle.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll come help you with that first.
All right.
I'm
Yeah, Poppy's like
sounds-
getting up and is like eating breakfast, just like pulling leaves off the trees.
How much damage was that?
6.
It was 6 points of damage. Great. I am going to cast Eldritch Blast.
So Xenorn, we want to put it here and here.
Uh-huh.
Do you hear something going on in there?
At level 5, I believe it's 2 blasts.
It is. I'm gonna probably ignore it. I don't know if you want to deal with that, but
No, let's just stay out here.
all right. Yeah. So the strap goes here.
Yes, this goes here, here.
Bring it, Ilvem.
13 and 12.
13 hits.
Okay. Eight radiant damage.
Ow.
Or no, it's force
Okay.
damage. Sorry.
Yeah.
8 force damage. Okay,
You're just
tight.
gonna like whip around and be like, ah!
I wasn't done talking.
What was that, Xenorn?
I don't know. If you want to go deal with it, though, go ahead.
Well, I'm done listening.
No, I don't think I want to.
How far away is Ilvem?
I don't know, like 20, 10, 15 feet.
Fucking thorn whip them closer. I wasn't done talking.
You know what, Xenorn? I think I have to go check on this.
Yeah, okay.
Please don't steal our elephant.
Was that a natural 20?
Oh, let's do some math here for a second. Is it 24 hit?
It does. Yeah.
Okay, so now you're 10 feet closer, and you're taking 9 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in the front door.
Yeah, you get over to the front just in time to see like Ilvem going to leave, and then a thorn whip just like wraps around them and just yanks them back inside.
Okay, everyone. Hello, it's me. What
I'm
are
gonna
you-
cast Sword Burst.
Oh my god.
I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
11.
It fails.
3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
What,
My
3
bad.
dex saves?
No, that was Willow's deck save.
Oh, bitch!
Oh.
Bitch!
That's an area of effect. It's an area of effect spell that attacks everyone adjacent to you, and Willow is like in your lap.
Oh.
What about Hannibal?
Hannibal, you're at the door, so
Yeah.
this was like they're a little bit
What
inside. It's just, yeah, the swords like come out like to your face basically, but stop.
I swear to fucking Christ.
It's 7 points of force damage.
How much health does a fox have?
Not a
I
lot.
don't know if it's 7.
swear
One. I think
to
it's 1.
God.
Ilvem
You
just killed Willow.
You fucking killed my not my wolf,
Oh.
but I'm going to throttle you.
D&D.
Trying
You
to...
should have pulled me closer.
I wasn't done talking.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, a mastiff has 5 HP.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get hit and then like look down and notice probably notice Willow who got caught in the sword burst, and then just see blood start coming out from where Willow is not moving.
I'm gonna die.
I walk into the room and just go,
Is Ilvem wearing armor?
I'm gonna stop it. Both of you. I will fireball the fuck out of this room. Stop
I'm
it.
gonna pump
Look what
a
you did.
bonus action D6 of healing into Willow.
Okay, roll it.
3.
Okay, the bleeding stops, and Willow kind of twitches awake, and immediately just hops up and runs out of the building.
You fucker. Just
Look what you
trying
just
to
did.
throttle.
You just
Ilvem.
recklessly endangered your own pet because you're a horrible little miscreant who doesn't think their actions through.
I wasn't the one that cast that spell.
No, but you're the one who pulled me close enough to hurt your fox.
Fucking hurt you. And she's just gonna run right at him and trying to fucking.
I'm gonna grab Drusilla.
Okay,
Reach
grapple check against Drusilla first.
What do I
Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna give you a straight up athletic.
14.
4.
Okay, so Drusilla, you go running, and then Hannibal just nope and just picks you up off the ground, basically.
She is fighting full on legs
Mhm.
kicking.
Stop it.
And Hannibal just picks her up.
Who started this?
She did. She threw her boomerang at me.
Because you tried to walk away and I wasn't done talking.
I was done listening to your stupid voice say stupid things.
We don't throw weapons at people who don't want to talk to us.
This is why I fucking hate your guts, Ilvem.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual, you horrid, horrid little swamp goblin.
Try a new insult.
That was a
Getting
new
boring.
insult.
This is going to be a very long road trip.
You're not welcome on Poppy anymore.
You don't have that power.
I'm the only one that can talk to her.
Ooh, I can still climb a fucking ladder.
I'll
Dude,
kick you off.
I'm going to start.
I will murder you.
As I'm holding Drusilla,
Try it,
I'm
bitch.
going to pull out my hempen rope and just start tying Drusilla up. No, you're going to have timeouts now.
Child. If you tie me up, I'll just roll off Poppy.
Oh no.
Just so you know, Drusilla, I could use this sending scroll and tell Aja how bad you're being.
You wouldn't fucking dare.
I start to pull out the sending scroll.
No, you wouldn't fucking dare. You wouldn't fucking dare. She won't believe you. She won't believe you. If you want to waste that scroll on that, go right ahead, but she won't believe you.
I could message your mother.
I would love to see you try that, actually. Go right ahead.
I'm
I
gonna.
would love to see you try.
I'm gonna dig out my common clothes that I have
Okay.
and just stuff a sock in Drusilla's mouth. Now, Ilvem.
Yes.
Who started it?
Drusilla started it by throwing a boomerang at me.
Insight check.
So Am I lying? I don't think I'm lying.
Well, I mean, I think Hannibal is asking about, who started the confrontation to begin with prior to the boomerang
Technically,
being
it's
thrown.
still Drusilla because she
You were
gave
the-
away his prized possession.
Mm-hmm.
You were the one that was like, "Oh, with that." I told you to drop it. If you had just dropped it, we wouldn't be in this place.
I got an 11 insight.
I got an 21 deception.
I believe you, Ilvem.
Thank you. Now, Drusilla, I apologize about Willow, but really, you need to learn to control yourself a bit more.
And I've set Drusilla on the ground where she's tied up with a sock in her mouth.
She's glaring daggers at Ilvem.
Now, Drusilla. You're going to lay there and think about what you did, while me and Ilvem prepare Poppy for the day.
From outside here, hey, I've got the saddle on the elephant.
Well, he's kind of useful.
Yeah, he is, and I
No.
picked Drusilla
Oh my
up and
God.
over my shoulder.
Wait, before
Hmm?
we go,
Yes.
you guys, I
Oh.
have to tell you,
I-
we were talking last night during the watch, and he's got some secret military training that he's like really tight-lipped about. Keep that in mind.
Oh, it reminds me, and I'm gonna drop Drusilla again, nicely.
Thunk.
I'm gonna start breaking the chairs apart again,
Okay.
and gathering all the sleeping supplies and putting them back in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I try and spit the sock out, escape from these robes.
Give
my
me
way
an
out.
acrobatics check.
Please don't fucking kill me now, baby. 16?
No.
Damn it! Can I at least spit the sock out?
Yeah, you can get the sock out. Yes.
Great.
All right, Drusilla,
Now I
it's
can-
time to go, and I pick her up.
I hate you, you know that?
No, you don't.
I'm sure I'll live.
I wasn't fucking talking to you.
Then just,
Which one was that directed at?
I think it was me.
Oh. Okay.
You don't hate me. Let's go. I'm just gonna walk up the
Right
house
now, I
with
kind
Drusilla
of do.
tied up on my shoulder.
As we're like walking to the elephant, I'll be like, if she wants to get out of those ropes so badly, like, why doesn't she just turn into a spider like she normally does?
I know, right?
She's glaring.
I'm gonna climb up onto Poppy.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up, one hand holding onto Drusilla so she doesn't fall off my shoulder. Just set her down gently.
She's very displeased with this situation.
Ilvem, since you are the victim of an attack today, I think you can steer Poppy for the day.
Oh, that's so exciting!
Victim.
Thank you.
Victim is a strong word.
Listen, you did some damage.
So did you.
Oh, while that's happening, I'm gonna pull out that vial and give it to
Mhm.
Ilvem. Just drink this. It's 2d4 plus my +2.
Thank you.
And that's one of my potions down that I made for other reasons.
Double ones.
Uh-oh.
Ones.
So yeah, 3. Yeah, 2 plus 2.
Okay.
All right. So y'all get up on Poppy. Xanor's gathered up his stuff, got his bag, and he's standing on the ground. He's like, "So, are we gonna get going?"
Yep.
Yup.
All right. And you get out onto the road. You start making your way. Start making your way south. I assume awkward silence for a while. And as you're approaching, you can start to see the road slopes down. You can see a town. It's not like a full-on city, but it's got stone buildings and a low wall around it. But the first thing that draws your attention, about 20 feet ahead of you on the road, you see a pair of boots sticking out from underneath a bush on the side of the road, and it does look like there's a body attached to them.
Oh God. Is it like a body? Is it like a cadaver or like a person's body?
You'll have to find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
God damn it.
'Cause that's where we're gonna end for the
And
week.
Drusilla's tied
I'm
up.
not doing. I'm
Yep.
not doing shit if I'm not.
Man.
All right, so that's where we're gonna end for the week, everybody. You know it's gotten bad when Hannibal is playing the parent.
Yes.
Like now,
I
who
think
started
Sid
it?
took the brain cell.
Yeah. Sid left with the brain cell to go do his
It would have
training.
been so bad if Willow died.
I legitimately would have murdered Ilvem.
Yeah, I was ready to die.
That's like a
No mercy.
no coming back from that kind of thing. Holy shit. Revivify, but I don't have it, so
Yep.
Neither do I. I was about 2 seconds away from casting heat metal on Ilvem.
Yeah.
All right. So that's where we're gonna end for the week.
I will
Thank you for joining us, chat and audience.
yes.
Good to see all of you again. We should be returning back next week.
Yes.
Thank you again for joining us, and have a good rest of your day.
Bye-bye everyone, and don't forget, come back tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time as we continue to raise money for the Bale Project, because we're getting back to Descent into Avernus tonight as the party goes into a giant scab.
Gross.
So, good night everyone. Or good afternoon, whatever. Bye-bye!